Guys, we are back. Boy, oh boy, guys, I always like doing these, because it's an absolute mess. It is an absolute mess, guys.
All right, I'm getting.
'Cause
Hey guys,
I think that it's been about 3 years since I started doing these, guys. I usually do about 2 or 3 of these Christian feminism streams a year, because it's an absolute mess. And guys, what this is Christian feminism, but I actually think that it's religious feminism as a whole. Because as we see, Catholic feminists, Muslim feminists, Hindu feminists now, right, and all these colleges, you see friggin' chicks with hijabs with like pro-choice science. It's like, what is going on, dude? And that shows how crazy, like how insidious this feminism is. Guys, the church is supposed to be the last bastion of patriarchy, of traditional values, right? Guys, it's been infiltrated. It's absolutely insane. And guys, you can say, yes, there are more traditional, denominations, Orthodox, and all this other stuff, because that's such a small group of people. I think Orthodoxes are like 1% of the population. America has always been a Protestant nation. It always has been, because a majority of people are Protestants. That's how it works, right? There's never going to be any huge shift towards any Greek, Russian, Ethiopian Orthodox church. It's never going to happen. It's not, guys. Catholicism is never going to take over. It's not going to. Now, guys, I dropped the link for anyone who was coming up in the Discord first, guys, and then we will probably open up the lines in about 45 minutes. And yeah, guys, here's the thing. I'm not religious, guys, but I would say that red pill guys, our view, like the view of gender roles that you get from the red pill lines up with a guy that actually practices biblical principles. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I would say that with most tradcons, their tradcon mindset were what men need to do, what men need to do, and women need to do what women need to do. Us red pill guys don't disagree with. It's when the tradcons say that we have to pack mule it, right, and be simps and lose, and bow and pedestalize women. And guys, all tradcon thinking is saying that men need to be traditional without recognizing that we no longer have traditional women. That's all it is. There's nothing wrong with how tradcons think until you realize that it's not 1955. They're stuck in the past. And you just cannot hammer into those thick skulls of theirs that you cannot expect a young, relatively successful man to marry a single mom, to marry some knuckleheaded broad who's done OF. They're basically saying that the Bible is trying to say that men shouldn't have standards. If you guys believe that,
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Come on, man. Come on. So guys, I'll pull up a news story, but yeah, Colin Snowboard, Fish. How you guys doing?
Doing well, thanks.
All right, yeah, doing all right.
We got C up here. All right, you guys give me 1 second. Let's do this, and then hold on. Yeah. So, all right, guys, let's break some news since I have some of my awesome co-hosts here. Look at this, guys. This.
Well, it is Pride Month, and we are celebrating at CBS News Colorado. That includes people blazing trails in the LGBTQ community, like Bishop Karen Oliveto. She's the first openly gay bishop in the Methodist Church, and I got a chance.
Jesus.
That's how we're starting it out today, gentlemen. Yo, guys, let me know what you would do if you walked into a church and you saw not just a chick, right, but a lesbian and the rainbow flag, man. Shoot, I'd run so fast. Hold on. Dumb Kai is here. Freedom and Truth is here. Keyshawn's here. Lenny's here. Yorgi's here from Greece. Doug MPA is here. Kathleen, what's going on, my friend? Captain Palsy's here. Let me see. Coach KL, what's up, man? Triple XSJ9. He said, just got here. Never heard of Christian feminism. Yeah, guys, after we do the news here, let's stop and talk about what we believe our definitions of Christian feminism are, and then I'll pull up the definitions. So walk here, go to the Discord, man. Go to the Discord and then go into the general. So let me see. Vintage, Real Rain, good to see you. Marky Mark's here. Brian Tucker's here. 44. He says, I wouldn't even go to a church with an alphabet soup flag. Yeah, facts. All right, here you go, guys.
Her journey.
I got here by the grace of God and by the power of the Holy Spirit.
Oh my God.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Bishop Karen Oliveto is thankful to share her inspiring story this Pride Month and always.
I was elected unanimously on the 17th ballot.
She's the first openly gay bishop to serve in the United Methodist Church, and she's proud.
Groups and people would say, you know, I have a question. What's it like to be the first queer bishop? And I'd say, I'm not. And they go, oh. And it's like, no, I'm the first openly LGBTQ bishop.
But her journey hasn't been the easiest.
Look at how
they were lying before. That's even worse.
Guys, look at how pathetic this is. Like a woman standing in front of a congregation, trying to, like, think about how impotent this looks, right? Like a person that's preaching anything that's worth listening to, let alone a religion, needs to have that masculine presence. You know what I'm saying? This is like a general trying to give that, like, or imagine if that today is our Independence Day speech given by a chick. Can you imagine the whole planet?
I'm like, we cooked. We're done.
Real Rain says Protestants are agnostic Christians. Yeah, guys, we aren't going to be preaching tonight. You know, we're not going to be. I don't want this to actually get into like a who's what and what's who. Even though, guys, I'm sorry, but if you're a pagan or a devil worshiper or any of that, guys, I don't want to hear it. I'm sorry. Come on.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of, remember that chick that was a kicker and they allowed her to play like college football? and she went into halftime. The team was down and she went into halftime and she tried to get that pep talk.
Yeah.
And then she went out and like they let her do the kickoff and the ball only went like 5 yards.
Yeah. Hey, thanks for the $10, man.
You are scaring the host.
Yeah, guys, I don't want to have a lot of infighting here in the chat, right? Because, guys, Christian feminism hurts all denominations, right? Some might be allowing it more than others, but in general, guys, like, I didn't want to say this. Okay, if you were to ask me about 5 or 6 years ago, if I thought that religion being on the decline has hurt society, I'd have called you crazy. I said that's BS. But now, guys, I completely agree. And guys, let me know if you agree. One of the reasons why, society is the way it is because religion is on the decline. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guys, I agree with that wholeheartedly. Guys, the more religious you are, the less likely that you are to divorce. Less likely, right? Which means that you will be in a more stable home, which means they'll have a father and all this other stuff. So the reason why us blacks, weren't getting, and were actually doing so well socially and stuff in the 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. It's because we were the most religious group in America. Guys, now I think it's like 52% of people identify as some type of religion. That's going back up because of Gen Z. Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So guys, I honestly believe even though guys, I'm not religious, I would like to see people move more towards religion and Christian ethics.
The only
thing
reason
about it was, I'm sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say the only reason Christian feminism exists is because I don't have enough hands to slap these bitches in the name of Jesus.
Misogyny!
Darndellis says, jumping in to tell you about the crazy 304 Kiara Bryant. Of course, Kiara. Guys, any girl named Kiara, I mean, honestly, guys, come on.
Streets. I'm a bitch from the streets. I get that money. Bitch, give me what you got.
As she slapped that Planet Fitness guy. Yeah. Another crazy BM. Oh, I will do. Yeah. Maybe I'll just do a live stream of BMs assaulting people, you know? Yeah. Thanks for the $20, man. I appreciate it. I really do, guys. Let me see. Here we are.
You are scaring the hoes.
Now, guys, here. So, guys, and like I said, that's one thing that Andrew Wilson does talk about, because he talks about Christian ethics, right? And she talks about how much better things were when there was more Christian ethics, when we adhered to a more biblical ethical system. And guys, look at the data, look at the facts, data, and statistics. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't argue that our parents and grandparents had less crime, they had less drugs, less depression, less all this stuff, because they were raised in a more religious environment. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they had a better moral compass than this generation.
No, people might go, guys, here you go. My friend Josh, he's what they call a poly addict, right? So he just gets addicted to stuff, you know? Like, he went to rehab for huffing gas. And then he graduated to, other drugs. But guys, when I think his second stint in rehab, guys, he finally, he went to one that was just kind of out, but then the other one was a more religious based one. And dude, he's been deep into the church. Hey, look, someone goes, yeah, well, it looks like he's just addicted to Jesus now. Hey, if there's one thing that I'm okay with him being addicted to, it's church and Jesus. You know what I'm saying? It kept him clean. He's been clean for like 20 years.
Yeah.
How can people think that that's a bad thing? I don't understand. I think it's A, jealousy, and then B, they're just stupid. But either way, guys, I honestly believe that, once again, if we could get back to morally where our grandparents and parents were, that society would be much better. And there's a big shift with Gen Z males. Gen Z males are going more towards the church and religion and conservative values. And there's nothing these wokes and these 304s can do about it. Who was saying something?
Well, see, the church used to be the pillar of the community. It was the cornerstone of the community. And, it was, how can I put it? I personally believe that one of the many challenges we have today is no one thinks there's anything outside themselves or above themselves, like a greater power or a greater good. It's all about what's about me. And church, when you believe that the things that you do in this life will affect you or impact you in the next. Church used to be, when you think about the things that used to keep us in line, like when it comes to human nature. Yeah, when it comes to our
Secret.
human nature. There were guardrails that kept the worst aspect of our human nature.
Secret. You cut out, buddy. Check your microphone and then start over.
Oh.
So start over, please.
Okay.
You cut out. There you go. Better.
So the worst aspects. So humans, we are highly flawed, and the worst aspects of our nature. The things that used to keep us in check was, your family, your community, church, society. Those are the things that kept the worst aspects of our human nature in check. And now, now all the guardrails are completely off. But I do have a question that I need you to answer. Something that's been bugging me. What's the difference between a woman that's an L and saying she's a Q? Like, we talk about, like, I never understood the difference between lesbian and queer.
I think she's probably non-binary, which is in the Q. She's probably, I don't know. She looks like a fake buff.
But that's kind of what queer means. Like you're not really anything. You're just kind of like a
snowboard. What is it again? Snowboard.
It's just a vague term.
What snowboard? Say it again.
Queer.
I think it's kind of the same as it goes for the dudes. The lesos, they will only stick to fishing, but the
So, AJ, I know you'll remember this. So quickly for 1 second, remember, I think the one thing that feminism did when it infiltrated the church is it removed shame.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Now, AJ, I know you remember going to church because you had that one gay cousin. Remember, every Sunday they were going to pray the gay away out of him. You had him, and for like for like 1 or 2 weeks at church, he sat up straight and he uncrossed his legs like a woman and he looked like a man. And then next thing you know, the very next month he was back to switching and his wrist was bent and they was praying that gay away again.
Yeah, so like what I was just trying to say was that with the lesos, they will, they only go fishing and they hate men, but with the Qs,
hold on, Walk. Are you talking about this guy? Watch, guys. Remember this? You remember this?
I'm not gay no more. I am delivered.
Oh my God!
Women. I say women. I'm not gay.
Gay.
Oh my goodness.
Absolute fact.
Goodness, guys.
I would not date a man. I would not carry a purse. I would not put on makeup. I will.
Oh my God.
I will love a woman.
Oh, women. Oh, I will love a women.
What an idiot. Oh, what a loser.
Guys, this is the church, right? And this is what I mean. Guys, feminism opened the door to all this. It opened the door to this, just like this dude opens his cheeks for dudes. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. That's one joke.
There's a correlation between some of these mega churches and more women going too.
Facts. Yeah. Let's hear here. So someone says, how do you feel about people judging Andrew for marrying a single mom but honoring his religion? Guys, there's nothing in the Bible that says don't marry single moms. Matter of fact, guys were in the Old Testament were allowed to have multiple wives if a woman's husband got killed in war or whatever. Someone had to take care of her and her kids. That's how it worked. That's why they used to do multiple wives in Islam and in early Christianity. You know what I'm saying? Someone had to take care of her because all the backbreaking labor, how's she going to work? Back then, you were either like maybe selling vegetables at the market, married, or in the whorehouse. You know what I'm saying? So There's nothing wrong with Andrew Wilson marrying a single mom. He's not a red pill guy.
Yeah,
he never claimed to be. Hold on. This is this issue, the single mom thing, and the marriage thing are the two things where Andrew Wilson's worldview crashes into ours. Because he said he goes in on single moms because he says that on the single moms that think that raising kids on their own is optimal. He says it's not optimal. But on piggybacking off of that, he says that all of us, including all of us on this panel in this chat, need to swoop in and marry these single moms.
Here I come to save the day.
Clown world. It's not happening. Who was saying something?
Yeah, I was going to say that marrying a single mother didn't used to be a problem until like third wave feminism.
Yeah,
where they developed
the
a sense of
90s.
entitlement. Yeah, where they developed a sense of entitlement, and they thought that they used to feel like they were lucky to still get a husband as a single mother. But then the switch flipped, and now they think that you're lucky if they marry you.
Yeah. No, guys, here, let's get this, and then we'll get in the definitions here.
Easiest one.
And so there's a whole segment of the church that's leaving because they don't want to be an inclusive church. They are building.
So do you see how she's okay with being that agent of chaos, of fracturing an entire community? Isn't that crazy, guys, how that works? Right? She is the catalyst for all this destruction. And she's like, oh, well, I'm in the right here. I'm not doing anything wrong. What a joke,
And this is gaslighting on
Bishop. Guys, one at a time. Secret, and then Fish, and then just one at a time, guys.
Yeah, and this is gaslighting to a next level, because if you caught it, she was like, people who don't want to be a part of an inclusive community.
Yeah,
gaslighting, like you said, like you always say, clown world.
Yeah. Who's next?
I was gonna say, doesn't she look like Stewart from Mad TV?
It's like it's Pat without the glasses, right?
Oh no, you need to retire.
Who they are leaving out, and you have to wonder if you're building a church and who you're leaving out. Are you letting Jesus in?
Bishop Olivito says, as a result, she's seen people grow and know who's in their family of faith.
Look at that. See? So she's saying division's a good thing. Well, obviously, if they don't agree with me, going to the tuna buffet, then they really weren't your friends in the first place. Guys, please let me know in the chat. Is that not the most leftist woman thing that you've ever heard? She thinks she's so right. She can't, and that she's saying that if people disagree in your family, disagree with me, then they're in the wrong.
And
absolutely insane.
She's mocking their faith to boot at the same time. Like, this is what we believe in, and this is part of why we come to church.
I honestly don't believe she don't think she believes a single word she says. She just knows that women are stupid, and women are stupid enough to follow her, and women are stupid enough to follow her and give her their money.
Thank you. Yeah. And this is all about power, guys. And this is all about taking men's power, right? Right? And guys, you might ask yourself,
how could they cut the power, man? They're animals. I want you to...
It's because, once again, there's a small group of men that are using these women, right, and government, and it seems like the church, to redistribute wealth from the rest of us men to themselves. Fish, you were saying something?
It's like she's a bitch. She shouldn't be there. Division is not good like that. She's stupid. Like, I don't know. What can you say other than this is so 180 from the Bible? That,
it's demonic, isn't it? Yeah. Guys, like I said, I use the term demonic for the most evil thing out there, because there's nothing. This is demonic. Everything about this is all wrong. Look at her. This dude here, even on a walker, can just punch this chick in the face. I mean, why would you, why? If someone's going to be in charge, they have to have some type of physical, mental, social presence They have to think like they have to be able to lead the charge, and women just don't have that, you know?
I bring my full self into spaces.
And that includes her sexuality, which is crazy.
It's others, no matter who they are. It invites them to be more authentic, to have people who are powerful role models can change everything.
She and her wife, Robin, are on a mission as role models. To
Look at that. Good Lord.
show up in a compassionate way for others.
When we show up, we're the only people who look like us. But people have said to me, I thought I knew where I stood. But I see the two of you, I see the love you share, I see the grace in which you walk in the world, and I realize God loves you.
So in other words, she's like, if you don't recognize how great I am, there's something wrong with you. Do you guys hear this? This is just absolutely.
This is narcissism.
Did she say grace or grimace?
Grace.
So,
that's why I was like, oh, grace or grimace.
Its ban on gay clergy lifted. The United Methodist Church has announced that it is officially lifting its ban on gay clergy and same-sex marriages. The change comes after nearly 8,000 congregations disaffiliated from the UMC since 2019.
8,000.
Resulting in the loss of almost 1/4 of its members over the past 5 years due to this issue. Youth, culture, and religion expert Alex McFarland of Alex McFarland Ministries joins us now to provide more information on this topic. Alex, it's good to talk with you again. So you contend the Methodist Church hierarchy has abusively manipulated church members on this issue. Please explain that.
What breaks my heart is not just the UMC's betrayal of Scripture and absolute just deconstruction and denial of the Word of God. I don't use this term lightly, but what the UMC has engaged in is really apostasy.
Guys, who here agrees with him?
I 100% agree with him.
Yeah, because they bent the knee, guys.
Yeah.
They bent the knee to woke. You know? What an absolute joke. Hold on. Someone says this is not a change in policy, it's a declaration that the UMC's God's word is no longer authoritative. Someone says so sad, they're so lost. They've been on a slippery slope for many years. Look at that. Insane.
The denial of God's word. But
look at this, they're wearing this in the church.
Really breaks my heart is as I'm working with these congregations that are starting from scratch and going to reconstitute themselves to fulfill the Great Commission.
Insane, guys. Here, we'll do one more story here. Hold on.
Yeah, it's no different than when you go to a black church now. You have all these praise dances, which is nothing but a bunch of gay dudes being mimes to music.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's just for money.
What?
They're just trying to adapt.
The recent development involved
Look at this, guys.
Involving the United Methodist Church and its stance on LGBT inclusion, Reconciling Ministries Network, a theologically progressive LGBT advocacy group, sent an email marking the first anniversary of the UMC's decision to lift its ban on same-sex unions and ordinations of non-celibate homosexuals. The email, notably using the pronoun she for God.
What?
Burn, man.
Oh my God! All cucks, the entire wall.
Guys, this is absolutely insane. Hold on. Real Rain says after the Andrew Wilson, John Fugil is saying debate, I realized that people use the Bible to justify their worldview instead of using it as a tool to be a better person. Yeah, that can happen. I just think, guys, that the reason why so many young men are responding to Andrew Wilson is because so many young guys. I think that if you're young, if you're born in the 80s and up, all you saw was kind of the let's be nice to everyone, let's not offend anyone, you know, kind of man bun wearing soft preachers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Andrew Wilson, he's a bit more assertive when it comes. He draws the line in the sand. You know, it's just, and guys respond to that. Guys like structure. guys like a more assertive kind of whoring is wrong. LDHD TV is wrong. Hold the line, guys. They will respond to that more. That's how the church has lost ground. Is trying to be the church of be nice,
Sparked debate due to its departure from traditional Christian pronoun usage. RMN emphasized ongoing discrimination against queer and trans individuals within the church, stating, quote, God is not silent, and she... In a recent development involving the United
What a joke, guys. What an absolute joke.
Yeah. That's fundamentally changing the entire religion. It degenerated the whole thing.
Even the Mennonites are doing it. Look.
No, not the Mennonites.
Ministry News, open lesbian to be its new lead, Erica Lee, an open lesbian to be its new lead pastor.
What?
Lee is a graduate of Truett Seminary at Baylor University, where she was introduced to Anabaptist theology and has served in a missionary and pastoral capacity for over 10 years. According to Mennonite World Review, the church stands behind Lee's strong call to connect with and serve people affected by current immigration policies and racial, social, and economic discrimination.
The Mennonites are saying this? Look at that!
I didn't know the Mennonites allowed them to read.
Guys, this is absolute clown world. Wow. If the Mennonites are cooked, what a joke.
And why are the Mennonites advocating for illegal immigration when they don't even want citizens invading their community?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. I don't understand it. All right, guys. So let me pull up the definition of Christian feminism here. So, guys, what, in your opinion, what is a definition of Christian feminism? Whoever wants to start.
Well, when you start calling God a she, which if you're believing in the Christian religion, you understand that Jesus Christ is God and he was a man, which makes no sense.
Yeah.
And all the gay stuff is not of the Bible.
I would say
they have a mental illness or something with the LGBTQ thing. It's horrible.
The Southern Baptist Convention is pushing back this morning after a major California church allows women to take the pulpit.
The convention voted to uphold a policy that bans women from being ordained in the church, and some say that decision is just the beginning.
This morning, no female pastors allowed. That's the ruling from the Southern Baptist Convention.
Let's go.
Nice.
Yeah.
Matter of biblical commitment, a commitment to the scripture that unequivocally, we believe, limits the office of pastor to men.
The decision coming after 5 churches were recently expelled from the convention for ordaining women. 2 appealed the decision, including Saddleback Church in California, one of the state's
Saddleback Church.
its largest. Its founder, author Rick Warren, argued the church's case.
I'm not asking you to agree with my church. I am asking you to act like a Southern Baptist.
To no avail.
Saddleback Church is not in friendly cooperation with the Southern Baptist Convention.
The convention going a step further, proposing an expansion of restrictions on women serving as leaders. The vote yesterday puts an estimated 1,900 Southern Baptist churches with female pastors in jeopardy of also being
1,900. Anyways, guys, back to your definitions here. Fish, you were saying?
The Bible clearly states women are not to lead a congregation, but they are allowed to teach the Bible and stuff. But
to other women, not to men.
Yeah,
not to teach or hold authority
or children.
Not in an official capacity.
Yeah.
Not an official. They can talk about the Bible.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
Not supposed to be leading the
Yeah,
congregation.
they're actually not even supposed to be speaking in men's presence.
Yeah. Who else?
I would say that I would say it's kind of it's kind of like Luciferianism at this point. But the sad part is Luciferianism is more moral than Christian feminism.
At least they don't call God she to do you that much, at least.
Yeah. What a joke.
Yeah, what a joke. Like, you got these women saying God is a she, and even the devil's like, wait a minute, bitch.
This is all just the church trying to adapt itself to fit the world, and that is not what you're supposed to do as a Christian. You're supposed to hold out and resist the world.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be a beacon of light to everyone else. That's it.
It just doesn't. Hold on.
But the feminism, the reason why you're seeing more of this is because, as AJ said a lot of times, church is the final form of a 304.
Yeah.
So when they're in there, it makes them feel not as bad if they have, gay people in there, transformers and stuff. They also want money. So you got to remember, these churches want money. So if they're making money having a dog up there, they will do that.
Yeah.
Money is really important. So they will do a lot just to have money up there. Like, they have to pander. They're getting desperate, so they needed to pander to those audiences.
Yeah,
and,
just to get parishioners in the seats.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, to get people in the seats. So
guys,
there's that.
I say Christian feminism is when anything that makes women question the male authority of the church, where they question the order, right? Was it God over Christ, Christ over man, man over woman, the women over children, right? And that a woman has to submit to the God and her husband. That's why a woman has to be married and cannot be uncovered. Because through marriage, guys, everything in Christianity is patrilineal and patriarchal, meaning it comes through the man. A woman that's uncovered, there's a reason why that's so bad in the Bible. It's like severing her link. That's how it goes up through to the Godhead, is through the man. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what the term uncovered means. Before she's married, her father, when she's submitting to her father, is her link up the chain. Then her husband, she's supposed to go from her father's house to her husband's house, and that link stays. You know what I'm saying? And now you have all these uncovered chicks out here, making nothing but bad decisions, raising bastard kids, ruining society, and these trad cons are saying, "Oh, well, if you men were just godly enough, it would just turn them all around." It's like they don't know what they're talking about.
And they don't really have God in their life either. Yeah, they're just kind of saying that.
Yeah. We live in a free society. We can't make women do anything. We can't. And to infantilize them and be like, "Oh, well, they know not what they do. They know exactly what they're doing." Yeah. They just want us men to just clean up their mess over time.
Yeah, the reason why they're not meant to be uncovered is because when you leave them alone, they make horrible decisions. They're just not very good at. I have a friend. She's from Vietnam. Very pretty lady, right? Now, when she's turned 18, her family knew another family. Like, they grew up together. They had a son, and she grew up with the son. So the parents had arranged a marriage between these two. The guy was going to college. He already knew before he even graduated high school, he was going to college to get a degree in IT, right? So her parents were like, "Well, he's going to be successful. You're going to marry him, and you're going to have babies and blah, 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 blah," right? So to rebel against her parents, when she turned 18, she left Vietnam and came to the States. Take a wild guess who she ended up in a 7-year relationship with.
Nug?
A Nigerian nuggo. Now, thank God she didn't get pregnant, right?
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that IT guy that she rejected, now she even admits that she made a mistake. That guy is happily married with kids.
Yep. Guys, so So feminism in Christianity involves diverse views. There you go, strike one.
Yep.
From seeing it as an incompatible faith with emphasizing traditional roles and patriarchy to embracing it as a path to justice, with Christian feminists arguing that biblical teachings support equality, value women's contributions, and critique the oppressive structures like patriarchy. Finding inspirations in Jesus' inclusive actions and striving for harmony between faith and women's potential. You guys see this last part? Between faith and women's potential. Do you guys see how they did this? They're separating faith and women's potential.
Yep.
You see, I see that?
Yeah.
That's a real psyop there, because they're trying to say that if that a woman who's faithful, a real Christian woman, cannot realize her full potential. You see that how tricky that language is?
Yep.
You know?
That's a good for pointing that out.
Look at this.
They're littered with all that stuff.
Key tensions involve interpreting scriptures on genders, meaning mental gymnastics.
Yeah.
How many times will they read a scripture that clearly says it's from the father, it's patriarchy, right? So submit to your husbands. No, women shouldn't teach. And they'll be like, oh, well, actually, in this context, it meant to not teach at the one time where the Jupiter moon was in the right. Like, shut up. You know what I'm saying?
You just don't know Judeo Christian values.
Or guys, what are the wokey wokes always say? Fish.
It's a new term for a cross-dresser.
Secret. All you guys. Oh, you don't understand. It's too complex for you to understand, right? That's what they always say. So whenever they're trying to BS you, there's more nuance. It's too complex. No, most things are actually pretty simple. You know, a lot of the scriptures that they're trying to downplay that talks about men's and women's roles, it's a direct statement. It's a direct scripture. There is no if, ands, or buts about it. You know, reconciling secular feminist goals like baby deletion rights with Christian doctrine. Look at that, guys. Do you see this? How unchristian is reconciling secular feminist goals with Christian doctrine?
Abortion rights? Are you high? Like, I can't even. I don't know. This is actually angering me.
That'd be like saying reconciling Yankees fans with the Boston Red Sox. You know what I'm saying? It's not happening. It's not. Creating diverse theological movements like egalitarianism and complementarianism. That's just such a BS. This is such crap. And guys, the modern black church is the worst. Let this crap in before anyone else, and now it's spreading to all of the rest of you guys. We've been dealing with these loudmouth black preachers and these loudmouth B-dub preachers since the 80s. You know?
Yeah. I was gonna say that because I got a aunt who's been an ordained minister since before I was born, and it's just failed multiple times.
Here's the thing. So for compatibility, Jesus treated women with dignity, challenged norms, and included them in his ministry. Guys, this is not true. None of the apostles were females. Okay, that's just how it works. Now they'll name some chick who was on the periphery, obviously, who's maybe serving them wine or fetching them parchment paper. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that she was equal to the men. Look at that. So feminism helps expose and correct patriarchal distortions within Christian tradition. Please.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
Guys, do you see, guys? This, put a 1 if you guys agree. In the last 50 years, these wokey wokes act like they just know more than everyone has known for the last 2,500 years. They figured out more about gender roles, about everything than we've known for like the last thousands of years. How does that make sense? oh, we just figured out this eureka moment about feminism, and now we can apply it to church doctrine that's over 2,000 years old. Clown world. Look at that. What a mess. Areas of debate. Church leadership. So whether women can hold positions of authority. Marriage and families. So the nature of roles so that is in the marriage and home. And of course, how Genesis and now, guys, you know that they have a problem with Genesis. Why? Guys, why would feminists have a problem with Genesis?
Because it starts off creating man.
Yep. Thank you very, very much. Because Adam came first, and guys, who ate the? I mean, who ruined everything?
Eve.
Thank you very much.
Not only was Adam created first, but Adam was created in God's image.
Yes. Adam, he was doing just fine, and then someone broad came along.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No, guys, here let's do this here. Check this out, guys. Now, this is from Brigham Young University, guys. Okay, these are the Mormons. Now, you guys might remember a long time ago that the Brigham Young University, I mean, that the Mormons were actually trying to bring in single moms because they were trying to get more parishioners, right? Guys, this is the Mormon. This is Brigham Young in Utah, guys. They have a whole article on feminism. That's how you know how insidious feminism is. Absolutely insane.
Yeah.
Hence, the message of Christ's gospel ordains equality and fairness in all human relationships, including those between the sexes. Now, guys, what is fair? That's the thing that they don't understand. Fairness is subjective, right? And just because there is a hierarchy doesn't mean that people aren't valued equally. It just means that one is higher up. You know? We think that most feminists would agree on basic definitions. So feminism advocates the equal treatment of women and men and states that discrimination against women does exist and should be eliminated. Now, once again, guys, there's one thing that I want to talk to you guys about here, because they bring up scripture here, right? But everyone always pulls this whole there's neither Jew nor Greek, nor bond nor free, nor male nor female, right? Guys, people say that that's why LDHD TVs can be Christians, why women can. Guys, do you know what this passage means? Fish, do you know the context of this passage?
New no Greek, bond or free. There is neither.
Okay. Who was Paul talking to?
Sorry, I wasn't really paying attention. I was texting on my phone, guy. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but guys, no, guys. Do you remember all of the Israelites from when they were scattered all across the world? They all came together, right? They're all different peoples. They all spoke different languages. They were from all over. So, guys, in this particular context, he was talking to the nation of Israel.
Yeah, I think he's saying like it doesn't matter if you follow the law or not, and we're all one in Christ, no matter where you come from.
Yes, but there's a specific group of people in this case that he was talking to, right? It was a prophetic speech that he was talking to a particular group of people, right? So what people what they take that to is there is no that just means that they take this out of context and think that it's a free for all, right? That it doesn't matter what, we're all equal. No, that's not what this means, So these are the Mormons. So here's saying Christ taught women the gospel. Therefore, that women can teach. These are the Mormons saying this. Look at that, guys.
That's a Mormon Bible.
Well, this is Brigham Young University. What a joke, guys. All this is all foolishness. And guys, once again, this is college. This is the woke academia getting into the Bible here. Look at that.
Yep.
So they're trying to say both sexes may pray, speak, and give lessons in the church. This is the Mormons, guys. Look.
Well, they try to do this all the time. They say, well, it's open to interpretation. So you can interpret anything to say like what you want if you just look hard enough. And that's kind of what they're doing. But they sneak past a lot of these small times, and then with all the repetition, it just changes it all. Like they're not going to say she for God like all the time right away, right out of the gate. They're just going to litter it in here and there. And then it's going to just be interchangeable is like what their goal is. So then it degrades what was there originally. And they'll do that a lot more through various means like this example.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
This is their justification for it, in other words, that they just dug up. They just found it now. For thousands of years, they didn't seem to find it before.
Yeah, you know what, guys, Dwayne Brown makes a good point. He says that he doesn't go to church because of all the false teachings. At this point, men should not go to these fraud churches. Just read your Bible and spend time alone with God. Yeah, guys,
they went through that recently.
Yeah, men aren't that much less religious now than they were 20, 30, 40 years. So women are less religious, right? But men just aren't going to church en masse. Why are you going to work all week just to get up, go to work all day with your wife telling you to do this on Saturdays, and then get up on Sunday and you hear some female pastor talking about how freaking men are trash? Why? Why? Fish, you want to kind of tell your story?
I forgot what I was going to say, man.
Oh no, just about how you were in your church, and then you kind of had to dip out and leave.
I've been there for about 2 years. I get to know people, and then it came time one day when guys like, would you like to share any criticism of the church? And I kind of brought up the idolatry of women and stuff like that, and people flipped out. And it got so bad they started calling you crazy, and we should call the cop. And I'm done with that. So they're good people and stuff. They're just the interpretations they've been taught are just skewed, and it's just another example of this whole thing. Is like you can either read the Bible and take what it says objectively, apply it to your life, or you can read the Bible to try to justify your own life and beliefs. And that's the difference.
Yep. Here, let me, guys. I'll drop the link now, guys. We'll have a 6-panel member limit, guys. So, guys, here we go. Check this out, guys. Thanks for being here. Just hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. We are trying to hit 30,000 subs. So,
failure to grasp what was intended in the passage in context before you make an application to yourself usually will result in error.
So guys, this is a woman pastor saying, can there be a woman pastor in the church? And what is she going to talk about first? Context, right? Context. Well, you have to understand the context of I suffer not a woman to teach, right? And guys, let's watch the verbal mental kung fu.
And remember, it's their interpretation of the context. They're trying to say it as if they're authority figure. This is the context. That's not right.
For sure.
Another great one of these, by the way, is Paul writing to Timothy and explaining to Timothy that he does not.
She's in the sack, this woman.
In this particular case, speaking to Timothy, he says, I suffer not a woman to teach.
Do you see what she did there?
Yep.
In that particular instance, he told him that. But he didn't mean it for all time. Oh, no. It's like if you order a pizza, you just order that one pizza.
Yeah.
In context, and I've explained this before, Timothy is being bullied around by very rich widows, and you can read up on this and make sure the context is right. Why? Because Paul does not say that to other churches. He's saying it to Timothy. Hey, Timothy, find a pair and wear them. Am I making myself clear?
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys, what?
These people are dangerous, man.
Yeah.
They get a lot of money. Sometimes they're just in it for a hustle too.
Why would any man we'll take any advice from a chick? But guys, why would you go into any church with a female pastor? Why? Because even with the masculine burden of performance, right? They cannot give you any useful advice for anything at all. At all.
Failure to understand that brings out people saying, well, Paul said women shouldn't teach at all. They should stay silent in the church.
Yeah.
That becomes error. And I'm telling you this because people who bring...
Because she wouldn't have a job.
Yeah, because she has
because she wouldn't be getting that money.
She has to tell you this.
Look at that.
That mindset, tell you what they do. They basically say, I'm going over here to show you the opposite end of the spectrum. They basically say, by virtue of declaring that God is not sovereign, he cannot do what he wants, he has no prerogative because Paul said.
What the hell is she talking about?
Yeah, she's just manipulating people, dude. You got to remember too, man, like some of these people are Tylenol brain. You only have to sell them a little bit and you can really, like, once they all agree as a group, it's very easy.
Is this really Jillian Michaels? Is it?
Is it? She's kind of hot looking.
No, I don't think that's Julian Michaels.
Someone says, where is the context found? I don't see it. Someone says, your answer is not clear.
It's not.
Someone says, where does it say this about widows? Someone says, woke churches. Look at that, man. Guys, yeah, everyone's calling her out. Oh, God, that's on her BS. Someone says, I thought the writings of Paul was scripture. Looks like we can't trust it. Yeah. With laughing faces. Guys, what a joke. What an absolute joke.
Yeah.
Absolutely insane. Guys, how did it come to this, you know? How? And guys, look at this idiot.
Oh God.
They have chosen two words to describe myself that are both leading to some level of ambiguity. First,
she's Christian,
forehead and five head.
A Christian feminist.
Let's be honest. The word Christian is sometimes a great label by some people, and other times it's cringy, right? You see some people who call themselves Christians who really don't look much like Jesus at all. They're maybe authoritarian, or they look like maybe they should be in an infomercial. And I'm not trying to be dismissive of other people's ways of being, but sometimes these people are not much like Jesus. And then there are other people who use the word Christian who are amazing. They do great work, social work. They care about the people around them. Same sort of ambiguity can be true for people who use the word feminist. So sometimes feminists are really amazing people. So when
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
One of my favorite characters from history is Lucy Stone, who worked hard out for herself. And so when I think about feminists, I think about people like that who recognize that women are people too. So I use the word feminist to mean that I'm pro-women. And that doesn't mean that I'm not pro-man. I am pro-man. I love
the lie detector determined that was a lie.
Of men as well. And yet clearly our society gives men a lot of passes in a lot of things, or they're
there it is, guys. There it is. There it is. Right. They always tell on themselves. Always, 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 always.
Given a lot of positions and authority that maybe they're not ready for. And I'm not saying the men aren't ready for it. I'm just saying maybe individual men aren't ready for it. And it's given to them maybe too freely. I feel like this imbalance of power between men and women is something that hurts both men and women. So when you take one half of the world, one half of humanity, and you tend to see them as objects,
guys,
what's she even talking about?
We've heard every single feminist buzzword right here, guys. And guys, once again, put a 1 if you agree. This is the arrogance and the ignorance of abundance.
Yeah.
You can only have this mindset when your belly's full. You know, you have a roof over your head, you have running water, you have stupid candles. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man.
Some cases, some people may.
In the third world, there's not any of this.
No, because
only
they have to worry about
Western here.
Yeah. Yep.
And have it rough right now. For anybody that I'm pro woman because women have it rough right now.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
For anybody who's struggling, for anybody who feels like they've been treated as lesser than, I'm on your side. I love you. I think.
Guys, what did she just say? Anyone who feels like they have it tough. Anyone who feels like they're less than. You see that little trick she did there?
Yep.
Even though the data shows that women live life on easy mode. We live with the most spoiled, ignorant, moronic, anti-family, anti-God, anti-children, dunderheaded, moronic group of idiotic chicks that have ever lived. And they have the nerve to talk about how hard they have it. Absolutely insane.
That I'm more like pro-human. Can't use the word humanist because that has a totally different meaning and I don't want to get into that at all. So I use the term Christian feminist because I recognize there's a lot of injustice within the Christian church that is unfair to women.
So why call yourself a Christian? Guys, here, let's just cook here. Guys, why do you think that they do this? Why do you think that the LDHD, the TVs, and the feminists do this? Guys, just take what you want out of the Bible and call yourself flippity floor. Make up something new. But why do you think that they insist on calling themselves Christians? Why?
Well, they want to degenerate Christianity as a part of it.
Yeah.
I think on a very higher level.
Yeah.
It's just to disturb men.
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
I think it's both. I think it's both. Like the when you start doing these smaller things, like letting these standards go and stuff like that, the end result, if it's multiplied over a lot of times, it'll completely degenerate.
Is where we're at now.
yeah, exactly. You're gonna start to see them like these lesbians kind of like, kiss a little bit when they're up there, just so people be like, oh, it's kind of cute, that's kind of nice, it's not too bad, and then they're gonna start making it like it will degenerate,
and then next thing you know,
yeah, exactly.
I did a post a few weeks ago, and I don't want to bore you by reading my Facebook post.
Oh, you've been boring us already.
Yeah.
To you, but it was going throughout history at all of these Christian thought leaders, these Christian men who had these amazing ideas about God. And when I was young, I would read these books and I was thinking, I would love to sit down with this person and talk theology with them. Of course, we have the problem there. I don't speak whatever language they spoke because many of these didn't speak English, but also the idea that I could sit there and talk about what matters most to me. Jesus, Christian, the Bible, these things matter a lot to me. And so when you read these books by these men that are really great at their thoughts, I would think I would want to sit down with them. Well, what I found, and when you dig up some of the things that they wrote about women, in most cases, they would not want to sit down with me. Not because I don't love the Bible, not because I haven't thought it out, not because my theology is wrong, but simply because I'm the wrong gender, because I'm female. And so when you read these difficult things written by people that you look up to, it does help you see how unjust how unfair
guys.
this world tends to be, how unfair our Christian world even tends to be.
It's not supposed to be fair.
Yeah.
You dunderhead guys. That's such a woman way to think. You know what I'm saying?
You looked up to them for a reason because they were right about what they're. That's why they're recorded through history about being right. There's a system to how things are done, and everyone thinks they can always remake a system better all the time. But like, you can't make gravity. Like, you can't really change certain things. So
yeah,
that's what the Orthodox Church will do. It won't change nothing. It'll take like forever for them to make a very small change. They won't do this rapid stuff that's done here, because once this is done a little bit, it's not taken back. That's the new set point for it, unless it becomes really extreme.
Hey guys, so let's move on to some of the chicks who you guys will find in the church, right? Let's see what you guys are missing, right? Here you go.
So, Christian, single, pregnant. That is my story right now. And honestly,
Christian, single, and pregnant.
Jesus.
The jokes write themselves.
Yeah. Yeah. And we know it wasn't an immaculate conception. This was nug.
Guys, and if you said Christian, single, and pregnant, you guys know.
Well. There was so much beauty in this situation because, one, I thought that I was not able to have kids, okay? I had PCOS, and I'm saying I had PCOS, and I was having some hormonal issues. And so I thought that I would have issues with conceiving a child. And not only that, the enemy would literally talk to me and tell me that I would never be a mother. So those are the things that the enemy would tell me. And I believed them, but in my heart, I still desired to be a mother, a wife one day. My brothers would always tell me, like, you're going to be such a great mom. Like, you would be.
I want to be a mother and a wife as she's pregnant with a bastard kid right now.
And when she say enemy, what she really mean is her mom was telling her, you're never going to be a good mother.
That's true. That's true. Yep. That's true.
Such a great mom, and it would hurt every time that they would say it because I'm like, I probably can't even have kids, but that's not true. So anyways, I just think that's so funny that what I thought was not the case. But anyways, I'm gonna keep talking about this because we often see like the result of sin. We see the fruit of sin, or we see somebody talk about it, but we don't discuss what happened to actually get to that sin. We don't talk about the gaps that.
Do you guys see? You see, guys? Excuses.
Yep.
Excuses. When you talk about sin, don't judge me because I have an excuse. We don't talk about the journey that led us to sin. It's all Jermaine's fault. It's not my fault, right? I was young and dumb, or I thought that I couldn't have any kids. There's always some way that they try to wiggle out of this.
Yep. And what she meant by she thought she couldn't have kids was because for years, Pookie, Ray, Nug was shooting up the club. After JJ was packing more nuts than a squirrel's mouth, and she never got pregnant for years.
What's the dude? What's the Peanuts dude with the damn monocle?
Planters.
Yeah. That's in the planters, dude. You know what I'm saying?
The things that happen in between the gaps that could be prevented for other people. And so that's what I plan to do. This will be released in long form because there's so many things that happen as it relates to my journey. However, short form, I fell in love with the counterfeit. He came at a time where I had just moved to Dallas, started.
And here comes the victimhood story. Oh, he tricked me. He this, he that. Do you guys see how she's both the hero and the victim? I didn't even think that I could get pregnant, but this is a miracle. But at the same time, he victimized me.
But hold on. If she's really a Christian, was she supposed to be having premarital sex in the first place?
Thank you. What a joke. What an absolute joke.
Everything new. Literally came to Dallas with 2 suitcases, a book bag, and my dog. Okay, that's all I came with. I had sold my car when I was in Arizona. I had just got a job when I got here. Somebody had recommended me for a job, and
she just keeps going, right? I can't. I really can't. Now, guys, here you go. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. Let's try and hit 100 likes. Quick, we're at 67 likes, guys. Here we go. Watch. Hey, Snowboard. What do you notice?
A cross tattoo.
A cross tattoo on her neck.
Yep.
Look at that, guys. Right?
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
Look at that, dude.
So I brought the tattoo thing up to several of them, and you know what they say? Well, in the Bible it said that Christ had a tattoo on his thigh. No, you idiot! It was on the robe of his thigh, the robe area around his thigh. But they take that one little passage out of the Bible and they use that to justify them getting tattoos.
Guys, put a 1 if you agree that these modern chicks, they use the Bible to literally beat men upside the head with. You're not a man of God if you don't, date single moms. You're not a man of God if you don't pay 100% of everything, even though a girl's a 304, right? Now women. So the Bible was actually used for men to vet women, right? To actually help the community foster marriage and have the families vet. Now it's used as a tool by women against men. Absolutely insane.
For a cross placement, let's say you can you not have it where it's going to get freaking like pearl necklaces all come on, like somewhere.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, look at this, guys.
If you're a mom or soon to be mom and you're struggling, you feel like you don't know where to go and you feel like you've hit rock bottom, listen to this. For some backstory, I had a long-term boyfriend, and a few weeks after I found out I was pregnant, he broke up with me. At the time,
I wonder why.
I was in school full-time taking 5 classes, and I almost failed the entire semester. I barely got by. I prayed about it in this semester, and the last semester, I got a 3.4 GPA. I was so depressed. I could not eat. I could not sleep. I could not get out.
Guys, do you see how she should be saying, don't be me, guys?
Yeah.
Don't date nug, right? Don't have sex before marriage. Wait until marriage, right? All this other stuff. But she's going to say that she prayed all this away, right?
Yeah.
That her life is just fine, guys. I'm not going to watch this because A, the music, B, she keeps doing this slow-mo thing. It's driving me insane.
So here's what I heard.
I'm so tired.
So here's what I heard. She was taking 5 classes, but yet she still found time to get dick down, dick decimated, dick destroyed,
100%.
dick dismissed.
Yeah. She made sure to study a lot.
Yeah, yeah. Horology.
Yeah.
Horticulture.
Oh, horticulture. Yeah.
Crying on camera. But I'm so frustrated when you're trying to do the right thing and things just fall apart. I was trying to work overtime to make the kids' Christmas great, and I had to have emergency surgery and be out of work with no pay.
And don't forget, guys, these 304s are broke during Christmas, guys. I have a video dropping soon about single moms being broke for Christmas, dude.
Well, that's what they get for being a ho.
And they go volunteer 10 days post-op. And I'm so happy to be there. I'm so happy to see people receive gifts and to see their faces and
no, you're not.
To just be there and help people. And then I get home and check my bank account and someone stole almost $300 from my account, which is a little bit of money I had left to get me through the holidays and to pay bills. And it's just
she should have left her ATM card lying around. A brother got to do what a brother got to do.
You guys see the one guy in Miami who was like, hey, yo, how you doing, Ma? She's like, how you doing? She's like, hey, yo, let me get your Insta. Matter of fact,
he just
I'm gonna put it on my phone. He took her phone and cashed
Yes.
himself
Yeah.
$1,500, guys.
Jesus
Christ, that's Jason Bourne.
He cashed out himself $1,500.
When you try to do the right thing and everything just starts to fall apart, and I'm not losing my faith, I'm not gonna let the devil bring me down. I'm just gonna cry it out a little bit, and I'm just gonna know that God got me no matter what, and it's fine. I'm alive. My kids are alive. We're great.
Oh, boo-hoo, right? Guys, look at this. Hold on. Now, guys, we have a whole bunch of these. And guys, follow me on TikTok, right? Look at this.
So I try not to post when I'm crying, but I want to share this in a place of vulnerability and hope that it helps single moms. Okay. So I had my daughter at 19. I'm 41 now. She's 22.
She's pregnant, right?
And about 7 minutes ago, I got a text message. I'm going to put a screenshot up for you of her letting me know that she's sending me the ticket electronically to her graduation on December the 12th. And I got the message sitting in the carpool line waiting for my sons, and I just started crying and
Sons, plural.
and thinking about the faithfulness of God.
There you go. Now, guys, you think that she would say, look, don't be me and have kids at like 18 or 19. Guys, I don't see a wedding ring on her finger.
Yeah.
Guys, this is the empowerment that they're supposedly talking about. It's trying to say you can make all the mistakes you want, and God is intergalactic Santa Claus, right? He's just going to fix everything for you. What an absolute joke, you know?
It's time for the Daily Christian Crash Out, Pregnancy Edition. If that comes as a shock to you, I would watch my last video. This is going to be super, super raw and personal, mind you.
Yeah, SSRIs, guys, right here. You know what I'm saying?
Most of my posts are, like I've stated before, my goal for this page is to truly, truly share every part of my walk in my faith, including my doubts, my questions, my falling.
Your lack of a wedding ring.
Insane, yeah.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore.
Come on, guys. Come on. See, guys, this is what I'm talking about. And guys, we're going to move in towards these. He says Mr. Grinch stole her hymen.
Yeah.
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
Yeah.
Guys,
her gas stunk.
Guys, we're going to get into these chicks that are trying to advocate for feminism here. And guys, I mean, for Christianity, right? And talk about feminism being lies. But guys, wait till you see these chicks. They're all feminists too.
It's pregnancy. My worries, my fears. It's just gonna be my vlog. It's literally this is our daily FaceTime call. Okay, so sit and enjoy. I'm really happy now that I've come forward on social media and like spoken about it, because as I don't have a lot of friends. I have like maybe 2 friends and like the father of my mother. Like I have 4 people that I can talk to about. And I'm in a situation right now, specifically with my pregnancy, that has me so terrified, and they've never dealt with it. And I don't know what to do. So long story short, my entire life, I thought I was AB positive, as in my blood type. Turns out I'm not. I'm AB negative, which is the rarest blood type on the planet. I'm a Pokemon. I'm literally a freaking Pokemon, guys. And you think,
guys, look, someone says, are you and your ex are going to co-parent? She says that we're going to church together and figuring out what would be best for us and for the baby. Neither of us wanted a broken home for our child, so we're just taking it day by day. But he's with me for every appointment. Do you see this, guys? This is a modern Christian church. This chick is a feminist right here. The moment she found out she was pregnant, they should have got married. You know what I'm saying? If they're Christians. That's just the way it works. She's going to have a bastard kid, right? That's what a joke. And all of these people gassing her up in the comments. You guys, she goes on for like another 4.5 minutes, guys. I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm not a fan.
it's time for the day.
Yeah. Keep going.
Technically,
if they're Christian, they shouldn't even be doing the deed.
Yes,
until after they're married.
Hold on. You say that you are Christian.
No hymen, no diamond.
Exactly.
Christian, but you are pregnant before marriage. How is this a thing? You should be ashamed of yourself. Of yourself. You are going.
And ask her if she's gonna if she's knows she's gonna burn in hell.
Your child's father is a loser.
Actually, they're both heathens and should be shunned from the church.
Well, according to the scripture, her children, even up to the 10th generation, will not be allowed in heaven.
A heathen.
Yeah, but
why
that's the old Jews, isn't it?
According to the Old Testament, I think he means.
Yeah,
Why
that's Jewish law.
would you put your child in this situation where they are born? I can't say as a bastard. Got that fuck.
Yeah.
Just space it out. BAS space
Born
TARD.
Make S a money symbol.
No, I spell it B-A-S
like that. Bastard.
B-A-S-T-I-D.
No,
bastard's perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, BASTID.
Or you could spell it like we spell it in the pond. BASSTURD.
What's that?
TARD.
I said you could spell it like we spell it in the pond. BASSTURD. Bastard.
That's what I call a buddy of mine all the time.
Why would you put your child in a situation where they are born a bastard? Not very Christian sounding to me.
Oh man.
Post. I'm going to be blocked by this chick. Watch.
Okay, so here is my pregnant thought of the day. So being pregnant around Christmas time is so special. I think because as Christians around Christmas time, we're talking about the reason for the season and Jesus and him being birthed into this world around this time. And I just had the thought last night that the way that Jesus came into this world, like the savior of the world, the way he entered the earth is the same way that like my baby is entering the world. Like,
you've been
what the hell?
You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
Guys,
the way she's talking, she's trying to come across as philosophical, but you can tell there's nothing in between her ears.
Yeah, the engine's running, but there's no one the wheel. Guys, this is something that you will hear. Oh, well, Jesus came from a woman, therefore God loves women more. Guys,
you've been had, you've been took, you've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
it's so crazy that Jesus was being formed and grown in Mary's body the same way that like my baby is being formed in my body.
Millions
She's trying
of
to
you,
make it about
hold on, and yet millions of you knuckleheads delete babies every year, right, guys?
Yeah.
Isn't it funny how that works? You know,
and it's just such an honor and so cool.
I could expect her to say, "Why don't poor people just buy more money?"
That's not the same thing. Like a woman getting pregnant is not the same as God's intervention bringing himself into the world. Like I don't think that Jesus had any, matching DNA with Mary or anything. Like he's divine,
Hey,
from God.
Fish, do you see how hard it is for you to like argue this? Because it's so stupid that it's hard to like You guys ever have someone say something to you that is so dumb that it's insulting to even have to form an argument against it because it's so dumb? You know what I'm saying? Like,
I've honestly asked somebody, are you that stupid, or do you really work hard at it? And the reaction was priceless.
Yeah.
Cool that I get to experience this, and I don't know, it's might be silly, but it kind of makes me feel like closer to Jesus in a way, because now I'm understanding what Mary went through and how she carried Jesus, and truly how Jesus came into this world. I get the honor of doing that too, like with my kid. And
now, guys, hold on. Now, other than the saying, like, she's feeling how Mary felt carrying Jesus, now there is a little bit of glint of truth in saying, look, she's bringing life into the world per her biblical purpose. So she's making sense. She's just a woman and she's dumb, right? But what I'm saying is, like, this is how women felt like back in the 50s, the 60s, 70s. They felt that it was their duty and their role to give birth. You know what I'm saying? That it was a sacred duty, and it was a connection that they could have with the divine, their husbands or whatever, giving birth and carrying children. So she's fumbling this. You can still tell there's some feminism in there by the fact that she's equating herself to like God and all this other stuff. But she does have a little bit of truth in there, you know?
It's just crazy to me, like, that Jesus is the savior of the world, and he was being formed in his mother womb the same way that my baby is. Like, I don't know, that's just a crazy
Other than the immaculate conception part, you moron.
thought that I had. And it's just so honoring and so amazing, this whole experience of just seeing what our bodies can do and how God intricately made our bodies to carry children. We don't have to do anything. I'm just sitting here eating my Chick-fil-A, living my life.
She goes from base
GMO food.
No, listen. Guys, she goes from base to delusional. Because she's acting like she's this divine thing of forgiving birth. But then she has said that she can just sit back and her body just does it. They are designed to give birth. Guys, dogs give birth, whales give birth.
I was going to say she is no different than any multiple generations that came before her.
Yeah.
She is no different than any mammal. She is no different than any amphibian or any avian. She's not doing anything special. And then there's, the generations before so-called immaculate conception.
Yeah. And guys, also too, women back in the day had more kids. 7 kids, 8 kids, 9 kids, 10 kids, 12 kids. I think they deserve more credit.
And my body's doing all this work, creating life, and my baby is getting
You're not creating, guys. I was waiting for that. Yep. You guys heard that? Snowboard. Guys, what did she just say?
She's creating life. That she
Come on, guys. Come on.
The lie detector determined that
she's not creating life. No, she's not.
She's an oven.
Thank you.
It bakes.
Yeah, she's facilitating.
It's got to bake for 9 months, and then it pops out.
Guys, yes. We carry the spark of life. They incubate it. That's how it works, guys. And I think that's the biggest, other than deleting babies, the other largest feminine thing, feminism thing when it comes to the whole birth thing is acting like they just poof babies out of thin air. Like they create life. They're solely responsible. And it's absolute clown world. Because all this is what leads into the whole my kids, and the mom automatically gets the kids, and it's trying to disempower fathers. That's all it is. Absolutely insane.
It needs, and it's just so insane to me. And that's something that I've really learned, even just in my personal life, is that I think God is just showing me through this that I don't have to strive. I don't have to work to do anything. I just have to be submitted to God's will, and he does all the work for us.
Your husband's will, you moron. Is this chick married? I don't see a husband in her. Oh yeah, she is married. Okay, so
I caught her.
Right?
I caught her ring, but I guarantee you, she coasted through school on C's and D's.
Yeah.
What's up, family? As you can see,
so this is the other chick.
We're getting ready to have us a conversation today. Okay? And before I jump into the conversation, I just want to say this.
whenever I share anything on the internet, I'm very much, aware that it is the internet, and whatever it is that I say, speak, the Lord sends it out. Okay, He sends it.
So if you think being gay is a sin because Leviticus. Hold on, guys. Where's that? There's this one chick that was saying all types of craziness. Hold on, guys. I have to. That is related to this particular time.
Do you know how little that narrows it down?
Oh, here it is. Here it is, guys.
It's so weird to
Here it is.
me how we've always worshipped. It's so weird to me how we've always worshipped fertility gods and been like, women making babies is so cool. Like, women are like God because they can create life, and then.
I told you. This absolute delusion, this absolute foolishness, guys. This is just they call it decentering men because they want to center women. They want to act like women, the people that don't contribute anything to society other than birth. They delete kids, they steal kids, right? Whatever. They can't even do that right because oftentimes they're on all these medications and wait too long, and then all the kids are yay. You know what I'm saying? And yet they're trying to say that they're equal to God now. Clown world.
And they're not responsible for anything else, but they're somehow
Exactly.
responsible for creating life.
Guys,
Yeah,
we're at
but
82
everything
likes.
else they're not.
Guys, we're at 82 likes, guys. Please hit the like button. I'd appreciate that.
Comes around and they're like, immaculate conception. A woman did birth Jesus, but she did not do any of that dirty stuff. She had clean birth. Clean birth. What? Immaculate that's a weird term, and I think it's because they want you to feel that it's dirty to make a child because your ability to make a child, which they don't have, makes you more like God. Bye for now.
Hold up.
I think say something, please.
If you don't feel dirty making a child, you aren't doing it right.
And I'd use the word incubate in place of create.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
Guys, this children of Tylenol.
Wait, go down.
Like
Go down.
children on the corn.
Tall Starlight. Look at Tall Starlight. That's a beautiful comment.
Is God favors men because men can fill hundreds of bellies with just 2 eggs and 1 sausage. Facts. Facts. That's right. Yep. All right, here we go, guys.
When God curses the woman in Genesis 3:16, he says to the woman, your desire shall be contrary to your husband. So what feminism comes along and does is like, you know what? Man, somebody telling you that you need a man to be happy, that like you should focus on your home, that you should like.
Guys, this guy, he's a male feminist simp.
Actually aspire to and celebrate wanting to have children. How oppressive. That's the ideological outworking of the curse of the fall on women.
Josh, why are you lying about the Bible? Surely as someone who does this for a living, you know that the translation you just shared is totally discredited. And
I am woman, determined that was a lie.
There you go.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
in fact, the ESV is the only translation that used that word you chose, contrary. And in 2025, they updated it because scholars overwhelmingly said it was a misleading translation. I'm sure you knew about that change, so it's odd that you'd share the old translation that suits your particular misogynistic interpretation.
Oh, there it is, guys. There it is. So expecting these chicks to have that call themselves Christians to follow traditional gender roles and biblical ethics is misogyny, right? Guys, look at the zest with this guy.
Yeah,
right?
zesty Dale Earnhardt.
Come on, dude.
In other words, this passage is not describing a power struggle between women and men where feminism rises up to inappropriately usurp power over men like you're describing. It's much more likely saying that women are longing for relational closeness, even as the violence of the patriarchy wounds them in return.
Jesus Christ. Are you listening to this, guys? Are you listening to this? Are you hearing this?
It's about submission. The passage is about submission.
Yes. Guys, because women are protected by said patriarchy. This is the thing, guys. What these chicks don't understand. Oh, yeah. And Kathleen's right. He does sound effeminate. Yeah. to say that women are harmed by patriarchy is because they're so entitled. Privilege is invisible to those who have it. They benefit so much from it that they think that that's oppressive. This is like rich kids are like, oh, my dad got me an S class and not an E class. My dad getting a Bentley was oppressive because he didn't get me a Lambo. You know?
Yeah.
What a mess.
In other words,
that ESV passage you just gave, it's not contrary. It's her desire will be for her husband and his ruling over her, not contrary. So that's another reason I'm KJV only. So
yeah.
This verse is diagnosing patriarchal domination, not feminism.
Feminism tries to get women to care about anything and everything but what God has created.
No, feminism tries to get women and men and everyone really to simply agree that women are full people and should not be dominated by men in society.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked, bamboozled, led astray, run amok.
And this is coming from the man who pretty much spends his life getting dominated.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. The only patriarchy is his boyfriend plowing his cheeks. You know what I'm saying?
Galvatron and Transformers said it best. It's just bad comedy.
Yeah.
Only say that it's against what God has created because you believe that God wants male dominance. But what if
he does? He made Adam in his image. There's a natural order. Do you see? I'm so glad that I clicked on this. This right here, this guy right here is espousing the typical, common feminist mindset in the church. This egalitarian, we're all equal, blah, 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 foolishness, right?
Now, if you want to drive the point even further, Eve is according to the original scripture of the small hat people, Eve was Adam's second wife. His first wife was Lilith, who would not submit to him and would not obey him.
That's true. Yep. It's true.
what God actually wants is to empower women? If women are full people, then it's actually you that's going against what God has created.
And progressivists will frame gender roles as women's rights issues.
Yes, because they are women's rights issues. The right to vote is only about 100 years old and should not be taken for granted. The reason women did not have this basic right in the first place was because of your patriarchal worldview.
Hey, guess what, buddy? Most men couldn't vote either. What are you talking
about? Jesus Christ. I need a shot of insulin.
Yeah, women didn't even want the right to vote en masse. They had to actually make it so that women couldn't vote on their own right to vote. Because they knew that if given the actual choice, women would choose to not vote. Who was saying something?
Me. And plus the old people, they had some notion like this was gonna end up bad if you live because women are biologically, for some reason, they tend to be born in a majority over men. So it's 50-something%, right, of the population in general.
It's not for some
so
reason.
They knew this was not gonna go well.
Cowboy men think we're I don't want to say that we're more reckless, but we die in wars, we die in accidents, we die at work, we die because of violence. So even though we're the actual rate at which men and women are born, it's not that much different. I actually think when you whittle that down to how many men, even young boys, are climb a tree, fall and hit their head and die. Will get in a bar fight when they're 21, killed. Join the military. You know what I'm saying? That equals to a lot of deaths. You know what I'm saying? So.
Yeah, that plus this sort of dude right here that is zesty and got a lot of sugar in his tank. It's got a feminine outlook, while at the same time stealing our truck driver's hat and our mustache to look macho man for some reason.
Guy's an idiot.
There is right
He
now a
definitely
powerful
likes to
movement
smoke
to be for.
FAGs. That's what he smokes.
Feminism screams
No, guys,
empowerment.
watch. Okay, hold on.
It's so weird to me.
What feminism is.
Hold on.
You guys want to be mad about something today?
Watch, guys. Now watch. We are gonna get to the chicks that are actually trying to be pro-feminist. Watch. Now, Snowboard, what do you notice about this chick?
Tattoo right on the neck.
Thank you very much.
Be mad about the fact that I'm a housewife.
And,
And on the hand.
Oh my god. Oh my
Thank
god.
you very much.
2 seconds in the video.
Already cooked.
I guarantee
told
you
on
there's a
herself.
lot. I was going to say, I guarantee you she's got more tattoos than what we can see.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
She takes
my
off her shirt.
entire-
She looks like a copy of freaking X-Men 100. You know what I'm saying?
Includes an apron. I wear an apron all day long, every day, because I'm constantly cooking and cleaning and taking care of babies. I am constantly in the kitchen. You know what? My place is in the kitchen because I'm cooking and cleaning constantly. Where's my husband, you ask? He is at work. He is making money to provide the house that we live in, the food that we eat, clothes that we wear, all our personal hygiene materials.
These are the church chicks. Okay, these are the Tommy Larens and all these other knuckleheaded chicks that claim to be conservatives. You know.
Yep.
Beds. Every weekend, he protects us as we go out as a family.
3 years
So,
ago,
yes.
she was getting a train on her. And now
Here we
she's
go, guys.
saying,
No,
like,
nobody talks.
baking her own bread
hold
and
on.
stuff.
Christian women.
Hold on. There was another one.
you believe in God.
Wait, guys. There's another chick that says that she's a feminist here. Hold on.
Yeah, men and women are not.
Is the Bible sexist and patriarchal against women? Too many people think that the Bible is sexist and against women when it really isn't. And I'm here to tell you,
here we go, guys.
considering the time that the Bible was written, it is probably one of the most pro-feminist documents in all of history.
Guys, come on.
The Bible is not sexist, it is just reasonable as to this issue.
It's patriarchal, though. Patriarchal means from the father. So by definition, the Bible is a patriarchal book. Yes, it is sexist. It is.
Yeah.
But here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with that. To assume, Andrew Wilson always says this. Well, Christianity is sexist. He goes, what's wrong with that? And they have no answer. Well, and he goes, other than it makes me feel bad. What's wrong with that? And they have no answer, you know?
In Genesis, it clearly states that men and women were created in the image of God. Therefore, men and women are
Uh-oh. Someone want to take that one? Anyone?
Well, men were created first, Adam.
Thank you very much. Did it ever say that women were created in the image of God?
No.
Exactly.
Nope.
Exactly. And guys, once again, she's saying there's neither Jew nor Greek or male or female crap. You know what I'm saying? They always take this one
those Hotep guys do this, AJ? Do they have a feminism part and all their stuff?
No,
those guys?
all those Hotep guys all have like 5 wives and like 20 kids.
Oh, nice.
You know what I'm saying? If there's one thing that those Israelite Hotep dudes get right, is that they don't allow there to be female pastors or women talking mess. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe
the
they
one
are
thing,
right.
Yeah, that those Hotep pro-black dudes actually get right. You know?
I didn't know.
Value of each other. Okay, well, what about the verse in Genesis 2:18? I have it here when it says, "The Lord said, it is not good for man to be alone. I will make him a suitable helper." So does this mean that women are inferior of men because we're seen as their helper? No. Now, the English translation doesn't...
See, now she's going to say, well, it's more complicated than that. When When God said that a woman was a helper, he didn't actually mean it. That's where she's going.
Yeah.
Help us in this situation. But the original Hebrew wording of helper, oh my goodness, it actually blows my mind. The original Hebrew wording for helper actually translates to savior and deliverer. Now, the only time this is ever used in the Bible is when God himself describes himself of what he is with Israel. Would you say that God is less than his creation? Would you say?
You see the mental gymnastics she has to use?
Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, I don't even know if that's
Yeah,
true.
that's because like in a certain context, you can use like if you're saving someone, you're helping them. So like a helper, like, and then all the words have many meanings, and then they'll just take it out of context and like, oh, God created women to be a man's savior. Well, then why did you go listen to Nug Nug Serpent and eat the forbidden fruit and get us kicked out of the Garden of Eden? Like, woman, please.
Yeah.
And you want to know what she was doing in the Garden of Eden? Hoeing. And what does a hoe do? And what does a hoe do? A hoe can only dig its own trench, dig it down in the earth. And when that trench is there, you can do two things. You can plant seed in it that will come back, or you can lay pipe in it. And sometimes both happen.
Guys, this is the feminism that's in the church. Guys, here's the thing. Why don't they just go form another religion? Don't call themselves Christians. I still don't understand why they insist on doing this.
Because women don't feel they move in.
Yeah.
Yeah, they can't mobilize for their own thing.
Well,
yeah, they can have the hierarchy.
It's mainly because church attendance is down, and so the churches are capitulating to try and get the numbers up.
Yeah.
That's why they're allowing this crap.
Yep, it's true. This chick.
Feminism screams empowerment, but the women who actually follow the ideology have no power at all. They're convinced that equality is the goal, but they end up copying the same toxic behavior they see in men, which is promiscuity and sleeping around. In the past, they hated
Guys, what do you notice?
Damn, she's dressed like a 304.
Thank you very much.
You
You guys notice?
dressing like 304.
Yeah, even these traditional chicks, quote, they're feminists too, because they're all dressed like 304s.
Yeah.
Look at that.
the fact that women were treated as objects. But showing their body online and selling themselves objectifies them. They don't see that they're giving away their power to the men that are getting full access with no commitment and no effort required. And these women still think they're the ones running the show. And to make things even worse, the best qualities of a woman, modesty, softness, elegance, have been labeled as weakness. And most women actually believe that. Feminism didn't liberate women. It hijacked their identity and robbed them of their worth. And if you've fallen into this destructive mindset, it's time to step back into your original.
When God,
It's so what feminine.
Yo, AJ. It's funny how she said right after the shot where she shows her whole body and she's wearing like a skirt and a fishnet and high boots, and then right after that she's like, "Yeah, women be showing their bodies on the internet." It's like,
I'll be right back.
Yeah, I saw that. She's like objectified herself and then said women get objectified. Like the next sentence.
Twisting scripture, man. Make it say whatever you want it to say.
Yeah, well, I think that's what these mega church guys do too. I think actually a lot of people do it because you can just like say like, well, this is how I interpret this, so that's what it means for me, and that's all I need. So you can just make anything say whatever you want. So it doesn't really work that well.
Guys, here's a clip where Andrew Wilson's talking to this Christian witch. You guys, I played this like a year ago, but here, check this out, guys. This is everything wrong with the church, right? You guys, here, I'll let this play. I'll be back.
On your Instagram, you describe yourself as a witch.
I sure do.
What?
I knew it was that chick.
I thought you said you were a Christian.
I was about to say I'm a Christian, but there's a difference between being a Christian doing white magic and black magic.
There's no all magic bad.
No. I don't do black magic. I do white magic.
But still,
what the fuck?
Satanic either way.
No. Like
what
witchcraft.
makes it okay? So let's just go through it real quick, if you don't mind.
Yeah, for sure. So
what sort of practice is it? Wicca?
Like I do tarot card readings. I do spells.
All the shit the Bible says not to do.
Yeah.
So how could you be a Christian if you're if you're practicing all the things the Bible tells you not to practice, which are sorcery, which would include tarot cards?
Of course. Yeah, no, and I'm okay with that. So for me, when it comes to Christianity, I believe in God. I believe Jesus died on the cross and all that kind of stuff, but I'm not following the Bible like everyone else is. I'm not. Clearly. I mean, I have a kid. I'm not even married. I have tattoos,
but that's not.
And even on the Bible.
Yeah, but these things, the requisite for Christianity is what's called theosis. So this is the practice. It's an ongoing thing. It's not a thing that you just do. That's a Protestant thing, right? I'm a Christian, and now I'm done for good. It's an ongoing process.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So the thing is if you're going through this process for becoming a Christian, right, then you're supposed to be moving away from sin and more towards Christ, right?
In a way, yes.
Well, no. What other way could there be?
Well, no, exactly what you said.
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
I'm not perfect by any means.
I'm not saying nobody is, right? Nobody is. But this is particularly, and the Bible really references this as being a no-go, especially when you're talking about tarot cards, right? So why would you actively engage in that?
It's not. I don't actively engage in it, but I do it once in a while. I mean, I still do it clearly, but it's once in a while. I do these tarot card readings, but I don't do them out of, like there's like certain goddesses and all that and gods in tarot card readings, but I don't believe in those god and goddesses. I believe in God. So whenever I do a tarot card reading, I do it with my one God. And then after I do a tarot card reading, I pray. And then even when I go to sleep at night, I pray.
Yeah, but
it doesn't make it. I'm sorry. It doesn't make it any better.
That's actually the mark of the Satanic's inversion. So the mark of the Satanic is inversion. So if you take a thing, you say, God tells me to do this sin, you're inverting it. Case in point, let me give you an example.
Okay.
Let's say, for instance, that somebody said, God wants me to do SA to a woman, right? What would you say?
Clearly, no.
Clearly, why?
Because not only is it morally bad in general, I mean, it's morally
bad
in general.
All your morality as a Christian comes from the Bible.
But it's not even, this is not even related to the Bible. This is just in general.
Your morality comes from the Bible. You're a Christian, right? So you follow Christian ethics.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, so the dominating feature of your moral structure, how you know what's right, how you know what's wrong, is biblical, right?
Well, like I said, I clearly don't follow the Bible,
Then what would make you a Christian if you use inversion? So the things which the Bible says are good, you do the opposite of those things. If you could say Satan wants you to do X, would you say it's things that are biblical or not biblical?
What do you mean by that?
So if Satan in the Bible, if you're going to make a moral claim, if it's anti-biblical, would that be would that be something Satan would want you to do?
Yes and no. There's a yes and no question to that, because when you go to hell, if you die and you go to hell, Satan clearly won, right? He won what he wanted, but at the same time, he's also getting rid of the bad people.
Getting rid of what bad people?
Anyone that does anything wrong, they're getting rid of the bad people. If I'm destined to go to hell, that's where I'm going. But
well, that's the first true thing she said this entire time.
Yeah, guys. Do you guys? I don't know if you guys are Christians. I'm not, but what she's saying here, it seems that she's referring to like Paul's doctrine, like predestination and the whole thing. Like there's a passage where it's like, oh, the only thing you really need for salvation is like to believe in Jesus and that he died at the cross and confess that with your mouth.
Yeah,
and
but
stuff like that.
I was just gonna say,
And then, like everything else doesn't matter really. It seems to be her outlook, right? And this is like, I don't know about you guys. Like some people even have like theories, like, oh, Paul was like some kind of Jewish like how to say, like a spy, like infiltrated to corrupt Christianity and stuff like that. Like we have a woman here in Brazil. Her name is Vanessa something Iraq. She actually is like she did the whole thing. Like she was actually a prostitute, and then she, you know, got to the wall and then converted and the whole thing, you know, the whole classic stuff. And then she got conned by these mega churches guys, and then they took all her money. Then she got pissed off. Now she's back in prostitution. She's doing like OnlyFans and stuff, like really perverted stuff. She cut her tongue in
Say
half. And the whole
OF
thing.
and don't actually say the word, because that'll get you.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, she's doing OF, and it's like her own son. Her own son is the cameraman, and it's like really perverted stuff. So maybe this even made like some international news. I don't know, because she's really that crazy, and she literally claims like she had a debate. You know, those 1 person versus 30 people debate. I don't know if you have that in the U.S. Like, it's all over YouTube now.
Yeah.
She was debating 30 Christians, like, and she's like 100% like, no, I'm saved. In the Bible, it says that all I need is to believe in Jesus. It doesn't matter what I do. If my son is like filming me doing OF and all of this stuff, if I'm engaging in all of this stuff, all my past, it doesn't matter at all, because you know, in Paul's gospel or something, it says that all I need is to believe in Jesus and I'm saved. And all you guys are going against the Bible if you say that that's not true.
Yeah,
so I
but
think these kind of problems that with Christianity.
There's also a passage that says faith without works is what?
Empty.
Is dead.
Dead.
Yeah, guys, and also the Bible says, guys, what is love in the Bible?
I thought God was love.
No. It says specifically, what is love?
An act, like, you
For
know.
this is a love of God, that we keep His commandments.
Right.
That's what people who always say that the New Testament Jesus came and just like washed away all the commandments. No, guys. Jesus fulfilled the
extension.
Yes, He fulfilled the sacrificial part. Because if you broke the commandments back in the day, you had to sacrifice a goat or a lamb or all that other stuff, right? Jesus came, He was the ultimate sacrifice, meaning that we could all repent, right? But that didn't mean the commandments went away. He fulfilled, meaning that the commandments are still there. The 600 and something odd commandments are still there. And that you show that you love the Lord by keeping the commandments. But now everyone's like, oh no, Jesus came and now we can just do whatever we want. Oh yeah, it's so great. It's like, and this is where Andrew Wilson gets into it with this Nala Ray chick, Cowboy. Do you know who this Nala Ray girl is?
No, I don't.
So she was the most popular chick on OF, right?
More watered down.
And now she's married. She found Jesus, right? She teaches Christianity courses. Her OF is still up, and she raised the price. But apparently, she's saved now.
And that simp sitting next to her is her husband.
Yeah, he married this chick.
That guy's a total tool.
Yeah, and then they're coming at Andrew Wilson. And what's funny is, Fish, this guy was like, well, Andrew, I don't think that you're a good Christian because you swear. And Andrew's like, where does it say not to swear in the Bible? It says gotcha. Guys, when the Bible talks about cursing, you don't curse. People used to curse people like, Corey, you pissed me off. I put a curse on you, right? And then it says, was it craven language? Meaning you don't talk about, sex and death and all of that, but there's nothing wrong with actually saying swear words. You know what I'm saying? Because here's the thing. Andrew asked this guy, so you're trying to say to not say the F word. Well, does that matter if I'm in China? If no one understands what the F word means? You understand? Like, swear words vary by culture. So a Christian in China might not be shocked by if you say F this, F that, because they don't understand what it means. So it's this disingenuous thing. This is the same as people go, we'll fish secret. We're on indigenous land. We're on stolen land. What does that do? Right. What does that do other than try and shut down any type of argument? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It doesn't make any sense.
The only thing I'll say about the swearing thing is it said that what's in your heart will come out your mouth. I guess that's all I'll say about that. And if you're claiming to be saved and believe in Jesus and stuff, you can't keep engaging in these disgusting activities and leaving your OF up and all that stuff, because it seems to be an unrepentant position.
Yes.
You know?
And she didn't give back the $40 million she made off of OF. This is 8 months later, and she's trying to this is the clip. She's trying to lecture Andrew, and Andrew just straight up says it. I'll be damned if I sit here and take a lecture on Christianity from a chick that was getting her holes filled by 8 dudes at the same time 8 months ago. It's not happening. Andrew, you're so mean. And then now there's an ideological war going on between Andrew Wilson and then the Protestant Christian. Michael Knowles had her on his show. Is it Andrew Wilson and Pearly Things were the major two people saying that this Nala Ray chick, she's an idiot. She's a liar.
Surprised Michael Knowles didn't kiss her feet. He's such a freaking I'm not going to say the word.
He's like, well, who was Andrew Wilson to not say that she hasn't been saved? Andrew Wilson goes, shouldn't a person that never was, blowing 8 dudes at the same time get more credit than a person who has, right? Why is it that the people who've done bad and convert all of a sudden get more credibility? Shouldn't they shut up? Let's just say, Fish, how long have you been a Christian?
Well, I was born into a Christian family, and
so your entire life, right? Okay.
Well, I kind of turned my back for a while, but I didn't stop believing in God or anything. It's just I kind of went off the rails.
So let's just say Cowboy and I convert tomorrow. Shouldn't we shut up and actually listen to those like you that are actually more well versed and have lived as a Christian longer than us?
If you're seeing the fruits of being a Christian, yeah. As long as I'm not being a hypocrite or something, yeah.
Well, what I'm saying is, people like Nala Ray and all these, they'll take she's charging. Hold on, let's go to her stupid site here. I don't want to put it on the screen.
Yeah, it doesn't make you a better Christian because you.
Yeah, we should get it in the back of the line or in the back of the bus or something. Yeah. But there's a lot of that in my country, criminals or ex-criminals and stuff like that. Like the worse they are, then the more they get stage time, preaching on people like they're the pastor, because they have this fetish of a transformation. Look at the power of Jesus and God. He turned this guy. He was like a hitman for the mobsters, and he unalived 100 people. Look how he's Christian now. And they actually put that guy up, and the dude who's his whole life there in the church is having to sit there and being preached by this dude. It's ridiculous.
She was doing all the podcast tours for being a 304, right? And now she's doing the whole Christian podcast stuff. Look at this, guys. Look at this. The Anointed Pathway, founded by Nala Ray and Jordan Giordano. This ministry is dedicated to helping men and women break free from what holds them back, whether it's anxiety, addiction, shame, fear, stress, broken relationships, or struggles with lust, through biblical truth, spiritual growth, and practical tools. $15 a month, $49.99.
Still has the OF on?
That's blasphemy.
Then they're just playing on a fetish.
Have you guys ever heard of the song by the band Queensryche called "Spreading the Disease"? There's a verse in the song that really drives it home. Religion and sex are power plays. Manipulate the people for the money they pay. Selling skin, selling God. The numbers look the same on the credit card.
Yeah, that's true. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
This is a grift.
Yeah.
That's all she's doing.
I'd like to point something out. In God's view, sin is sin. So it's not like as Christians we rank above or below anyone else because we're all just repentant sinners. You know, taking multiple phalluses on camera and stealing a candy bar is sin. So it's not like there's. I mean, there's definitely different, like rape and grape and stuff, but we're all just repentant sinners.
Yep. Now, guys, so they have From Lust to Life, 70-day, quitting corn class, overcoming anxiety and fear, finding peace in God's promises. Look at that. This person says she went from monetizing corn addicted simps to selling her body to now monetizing corn addicted simps using the name of Jesus. Same game, new grift. It's already bad that she's starting a ministry, quote unquote, as a Christian spokesperson and teacher when she's a new convert without any period away from the internet to grow in repentance and humility. There's no reason why she should be charging money. She refused to give back the money that she made doing OF. Now she's talking about and now she's taking advantage of struggling believers. Guys, they had a Charlie Kirk, RIP. Turning Point had like their conservative women's conference, and this chick was a guest speaker, guys. Absolutely insane. Guys, this is Christian feminism right here. Absolutely insane.
No matter what.
So what?
$9 million. All of that got taxed 3 ways, and then whatever was left got sent to me. So, and no, you are not required, and nowhere in the Bible does it say. So there was this one man that Jesus told to sell all his belongings to and follow him. There was one man. That is not a stipulation.
So Angie's like, why didn't you give the money back from OF?
For all Christians to sell everything that you have and then go follow Christ. If Christ told me to sell everything, which I've already sold everything, and follow
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
him, I will. However, giving up all your money is not a requirement to be able to follow Christ. So if you're not
Funny how convenient that idea is, right? Right, guys?
Christian, or you are a Christian and you're saying this, you need to get that out of your head. Because if God specifically told me, like reached down and told me, you know what, you need to be homeless in order to.
Guys, Sergeant Slack says, is that Doug MPA talking? Dude, Doug MPA and I are brothers. I don't know. You guys do, and that's why we sound the same.
Follow me, I'd be like, you know what? I know you'll provide for me no matter what. I'll be homeless. But I do not feel called to do that. Regardless of that,
we're actually twin brothers.
I've sold everything I own. I literally drive a Jeep now, and I live in South Carolina.
Oh, boo.
So what do you got to say?
Wow.
Like, I'm so intrigued.
I'm just gonna follow up on the super chat. By the way, I mean, I don't even know why you're so hostile with me. We haven't even really disagreed about anything most of the night.
Most of the night. No, not absolutely. But my thing with you is that like how not even degrading, but like when I came on last, you were so hostile towards me and what I did. And there was no love.
Because you're a dirty, nasty 304. And now, guys, it's like she's taken the church and wrapped herself in the don't judge me or you're a meanie blanket, right? Like she's surrounded herself with these yes men. Oh, Nala, oh my God. Oh, you're so great. Because they know that if they can have this chick in their church, they can be the church that reformed the 304, and they're going to get all this attention and all this money. This is this prosperity. Prosperity.
Go ahead.
Joel Olstein, TD Jakes, Creflo Dollar bullshit. Korg, you were saying? God, this pisses me off. It just drives me absolutely up the wall.
Speaking of Reform 304s, it's been a while since Brittany Griner.
Brittany Renner.
Her name?
Yeah, Brittany Renner.
It's Renner. It's been a while since she was attention whoring. So last I saw, she converted to Islam, which made me laugh my ass off.
Yeah. Yep.
In your heart from me.
That was good.
So as a Christian, you think it's okay.
You were a lying, deceiving prostitute. And you're like, Andrew, why weren't you just nice? Like, what are you talking about?
See, and that's why people like Andrew Wilson. Not, oh my God, I mean, I didn't mean to be doing. People like seeing Christians stand on business, guys. Andrew Wilson is the first Christian that I've seen in my adult life. Like, actually, first of all, he goes into the belly of the beast and talks to these absolute morons and degenerates, right? And he stands his ground. I'm telling you guys, Andrew Wilson is doing more to convert young men to Christianity than almost anyone else in 20, 30 years. You know what I'm saying? You guys know that, okay.
Yeah, and what he has to do is like he can just bring up the Jesus story with the adulterous woman. Like he says, go on and don't sin anymore, right? So if she still has the OF up, well, technically she's no longer, if she's not producing more content, she's no longer doing the sin, but the sin is still out there and it's still having its like ripple effect. It's still corrupting people.
Yes.
So it's all it has to do is bring that up. Like, okay, there is forgiveness, but you have to repent and change.
And there has to be action. There has to be action.
You have to completely erase that.
Yeah.
From
And
your
guys,
life.
you guys know how guys, you guys know the whole, brash, confident, almost arrogant athlete, like the Muhammad Ali, the Conor McGregors, you know what I'm saying? Those types that talk a lot of mess, back it up. Guys, every culture wants that type of person representing them. Every country wants their Conor McGregor, because guys like to see that kind of brash guy that talks the talk and walks the walk, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you watch MMA, Khabib, he's more of like a mountain man, like kind of a traditional Muslim. But then you have Khamzat. He's that Chechnyan guy where he talks mess. He's sitting there, doing donuts in his G-Wagon. You know what I'm saying? He's that kind of brash, trash talking guy that like appeals to younger guys, right? This whole man bun wearing, dude, or these Jerry Falwells, young guys don't want to hear that style of Christianity. They want to see Andrew Wilson talking mess to these degenerates, right? And saying, look, guys, from a Christian worldview, you guys are the dregs of society. And I'll call it out. And guys, that's why young guys like to watch Andrew Wilson. That's why they listen to Andrew Wilson, even though he married a single mom, even though he believes men should get married. It's this part, and especially when you watch, though, because the only time that I watch this podcast is when he's on here, because this Brian guy is the worst red pill podcaster there is. Guys, drop a like on the stream, please. Hit the super chat button, guys. Appreciate that. Guys, especially when these chicks try and talk about Christianity, you do not want to go there with Andrew Wilson, because he completely bodies them,
Good. I have a question. Didn't Jesus
Now, of course, he called her a prostitute, which she was, probably still is. And do you see how the sisterhood?
How dare you?
Right? All the sisterhood, they swoop in.
Here I come to save the day.
And try and defend her now. Guys, she was the most popular OF chick on the planet, which is crazy because she's so mid, right? But like, that means she was a prostitute. Fish, Korg, am I wrong here? Like, is that not the definition of a 304? You know what I'm saying? You're taking money to have sex.
Prostitutes or something?
By your own admission.
Jesus got Magdalene washed his feet.
Deceiving, deceitful, satanic prostitute by your own admission.
Satanic?
Satanic?
Wow, that's a new one. That's a new one.
Hang on, Nala. You told me.
Yes, Andrew.
You told me that you had faith in Jesus Christ then, that your parents were pastors, that you had faith then.
You're getting it wrong already. So to unmisquote
you, were going to do it.
You can play the quote. You can play the clip if you want.
Let me finish, and you can respond. Okay. You said even then that you knew the truth, but you turned away anyway, okay, so that you could basically make money. Now, you say now, okay, well, listen, that was all a character. I'm willing to believe that. I didn't ever say that you weren't playing a character. I'm willing to.
Yes, I love bread too. Andrew's logical conclusion, it's not that he's unwittingly promoting men pack mule. No, he's doing it intentionally because that's his worldview, guys. Guys marrying single moms, getting married in an unfair deal, guys. That's from Andrew's Christian worldview. It's not an unfair deal. Guys, there's nothing wrong with it. It's just not for us. We wouldn't do it because the pros of Andrew Wilson outweigh the cons. Period.
Totally and completely believe you. Okay. But there's no way for me to determine that. I can only determine things based on what you say. So you say to me, well, I'm a degenerate prostitute who lies about everything. Right. And it's like, okay, what did you want me to say to that? What would you have wanted me to say?
So number one, you completely misquoted me. I never once said back then that I lied. Number two, I never said that I.
Oh, she just said the degenerate prostitute part. Guys, what an absolute mess. What a mess.
Knew what to do and knew how to follow Christ. I said that I was hurt by the church. I said that my dad was a pastor before I started OnlyFans. So there's the clarification on that. I was hurt by the church. I've been through three.
Your dad knew.
Can you play the clip? Because this is crap.
I recently watched the clip. Did you say that your dad stopped being a pastor when you're 18 years old? Yeah.
And I wasn't on OnlyFans.
Anyways, guys, yeah, now you see the actual problem, right? Is that there are so many Protestants and Catholics who are they're saying Andrew Wilson's in the wrong. That's Christian feminism, right there. That's Christian feminism right there. The fact that they even let this broad in and give her all this attention. She's getting more attention now that she's saved than when she was a 304. Everyone swears she's changed, blah, 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 right? And if you go to some of these interviews, there's all these people that are like, you go to Michael Knowles' video.
Hey, hold up. She said her dad was a pastor?
Yeah.
There's a dirty secret in the church world that the pastor's daughters are always the most loose chicks out there.
Look at this. All these people actually think that she's telling the truth. Look at that.
Yeah, all the simps.
Yeah. What a joke, guys. And if you say she hasn't, if you actually judge her, or if you even say, look, like maybe we should pump the brakes before we actually like give her all this validation and praise. Fish, Korg, Secret, what do you think that she would need to do to actually like prove that she was actually on the right track?
If she was repentant, she would take down the content and stop doing it.
Yeah.
And she was the one charging for ministry or something, right? Was that her?
Yeah.
That's just blatantly outrageous. That's a huge red flag. That's not biblical at all. You shouldn't be charging for spiritual things. It's mind-bogglingly asinine.
Yeah. Yeah. Guys, hold on. But yeah, Cord. Or Secret. What do you think that she needs to do?
Well, in addition to taking down her content, she should then be looking to take a push, a large sum of that money that she made making this content and donating it to, anti-corn, charities or stuff like that. And then she should be also taking a stronger stance on the dangers of this and why women should not be doing this and why they shouldn't be rewarded for this. That's what if she was really repentant and wanted to, turn around. Because like I said before, one thing that you always say that in this space, we share. We talk about not only our successes, but we spend a lot of time talking about the things that we messed up, the things that we did wrong, the things that we wish we would have did different, so that the next generation don't have to get knocked upside their head as much as we did.
That's a great point, Seagrip. She could use some of that money to spread awareness to women about the corn industry and what it does to women and the consequences. She could at least spread awareness of it with that money. That's
She's a
good
false
point.
prophet. She's just using this as a grift. And like AJ pointed out, she's loving the attention. And that's why she's not taking down her page. And, if you wanted to talk the sincerity level, she needs to STF you and sit at the back of the bus.
But it's even deeper than that, because I'm willing to bet you dollars to donuts after each of these appearances, she gets a spike in memberships.
Oh, heck yes. Because she has no place to be lecturing people, especially Andrew.
Yeah,
on
sure.
The what's proper and how to understand what's supposed to be interpreted, etc.
Yeah.
Because I've seen some of her interviews, and not once have I heard shame, regret.
Oh God, no.
I never once heard that come out of her.
She definitely does not look humble.
Yeah.
She comes across as very arrogant and very defiant, which is, especially for a woman, when you read certain passages of the Bible, does not go over very well.
Yeah, guys, once again, Twitter and stuff always blows up at Andrew Wilson about this. Because Andrew Wilson says, bro, like, look, Andrew Wilson, he might have married a single mom, but hey, he didn't marry a chick whose booty hole that you can see for friggin' $4.99 a month. You know what I'm saying?
And I want to sit around the single mom thing. And so here's the thing. So in regards to with me and my advice, being prescriptive, look, for every one Rachel Wilson, there's 9. So out of 10 chicks, for every one Rachel Wilson, there are 9 chameleons and slurs that will, bamboozle and get over on you and play the role short term, and then they revert back to their factory defects. Presets. And so I'm a believer in life is already challenging enough. It's already difficult enough. Yeah. Why look for ways to make it more complicated, more challenging, more difficult? Why look? Why? Yeah. So the whole single mom thing. So no, I'm not going to look. No, I'm not. No. Is it possible to, I'm doing the air quotes now, to turn a slur into a housewife? And yeah, I guess it is possible, but it's not probable. And so I'm not turning around looking for the unicorn. I'm not taking on that challenge. If I got no kids, no, I'm not taking on raising someone else's kids. Now, could I be perfectly happy if I'm the right one? Yes, but I'm not going to be looking for that when there's 7 million or 8 million or 4 other million women with no kids that I can build my own family with.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Now, guys, guys, you guys know who Lila Rose is? So, guys, Lila Rose, she's one of these conservative chicks. She's like all about anti-baby deletion. But guys, she's a feminist. Guys, we'll look at her and then we'll look at some of the pro LDHD TV church people, right? Guys, Pearly Things asked her the same question that she asked Andrew Wilson. What do men get out of marriage? And she just couldn't answer it, right? Because she said, oh, he gets a loving wife and, sex on demand. And we all know that isn't true. And he gets to have kids. We all know that isn't true. But guys, check. She just all this shaming language. Watch
stuff.
What's that?
Yeah. He's.
You don't like him?
No, it's who funds his stuff. So
who funds it? Okay.
Yeah.
So you're saying
it's a
his
lot
dad
of
is
people
not
when it's a
correct as
religion. Well, it's when people are selling their religion, right? They have a tendency to.
I don't think he's selling religion, Pearl. I think he's just reporting data about the financial status of men.
But here's
because she just said that men that are married earn more money. Of course, because they have more mouths to feed.
So here's the thing, Lila. Men don't want happiness; they want peace. So I think that's the thing. You're equating what women want out of marriage instead of what men want out of marriage. The second,
I don't
thing
think
is,
that's true at all.
The second thing,
I mean, I don't.
There you go, guys. What do you think?
She can say that she doesn't think, but you need to back it with fact.
You see, and she's I'm a church-going woman. I'm married. I have kids. I love my husband. Jesus is in our marriage because she has feminists. She's like Tommy Lerner and these other conservative chicks.
I don't even think I've used the word. I don't think you're right. I don't think you're.
You don't think men want peace?
Characterizing my position at all.
You don't think men want peace?
Correctly. No, I think, of course, men. Who wouldn't want peace? I agree that I'm sure many men want peace, and a lot of women want peace, but I don't think that's the characterization that I'm just talking about women marriage from a women's lens. I don't think that's accurate. I'm talking about social data. I'm talking about men self-reporting that they're happier.
No, that study
over 40% of men who are married. So you think the men are not telling the truth?
I think that men want peace, women want happiness. So when you're saying that men get happiness out of a marriage, I'm saying, well, they want peace.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm saying you're equating women want happiness, men want peace.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, I just don't think your position that, men should never get married and marriage is all bad is correct. I think that's completely incorrect. I think
she didn't say that. She said, what do men get out of marriage? And of course, she said, what do children want? She said, how is marriage beneficial to children? She said, they get parents and love, whatever. What do women get? Stability and this and that, da-da-da. What do men get? And then all of a sudden there's nothing. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. These knuckleheaded trad-cons cannot articulate what men get out of marriage. They can't. Stability, no. She's gonna leave you and take your kids. Happiness, of course not. Peace, no.
I think it's just a concession. Men has had a concession to accept peace because they know they won't get happiness.
Yeah, but
I think men has already understood we're not going to get happiness.
That's true, because I would even say that happiness really isn't really high up on our priorities because we don't go to our job thinking that we're going to be happy. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't really do much. Like I'm going to be happy today. That whole concept is a women's thing. That first of all, that's a children's mindset, and women have that mindset. But guys, think about it. People, like men. Okay, you guys remember on the Flintstones? You guys remember how Barney and Fred, they would stop by the lodge, right, with the horns, and they would drink beers. Why? Because they would need some extra time to cool off before they went home to that misery that was their home life. And do you guys think Barney and Fred had fun at work? So if they didn't have fun at work, they weren't happy there, and they weren't happy at home either. But that was their life because they had a duty and an obligation to their wife, their community, their children. Mercy, you were saying?
Yeah, I'm gonna say this. Like I said earlier, I think all men want happiness, but we know we're not going to get it. So we try to strive what we can get to, a target that we can hit. Now, reason why I say all men want happiness, because that's in the Constitution, and men wrote it, the pursuit of happiness. So they wanted it. The fathers wanted it.
But it's the pursuit of happiness, though, and not happy.
Oh, I know it's pursuit, but so we trying to get to it, bro. We trying to get to it.
Yeah, good point, man. Good point.
So first, just a couple of things.
Secret. Sorry, dude. I'm so sorry.
That's okay. That's okay.
A new nation for black people. It's time for you to start paying some dues, nigga. I ain't giving you shit.
I didn't give you your intro.
I ain't giving these snores shiznit. So first, a couple of points. So she did say something I agree 100% with. I don't think. So I do agree with her 100% of that. She doesn't think. So that's one. Two, I'm kind of curious. And I'm thinking about when Pearl had that other chick on, and the comments were saying, "Look, listen to Pearl. She's right." And I'm wondering, hopefully, I wonder what the chat is saying there. And two, the fact of the matter is, we know for us, happiness is an illusion because if we show up all of a sudden happy, our woman's gonna be like, "Well, what you happy about?"
Oh yeah, guys. Oh yeah.
They think we cheating. Hey, bro, they gonna think we cheating.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So, can you imagine that Mercy walks into his house with the spring and says, blah, 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 blah. She's like,
I'm gonna kill your bitch ass, bitch.
and God forbid you jump right in the shower as soon as you walk in the shower. God forbid.
Mercy, Secret, Cord, Fish. Let's cook here. Chat, let me know if you guys agree. Do you agree that women are jealous of how easily entertained men are?
Yep.
Yes.
And I'm speaking for truth.
No, Fish. Yep. Think about it. First of all, women don't even have hobbies nowadays, right? All they do is talk mess about how their boyfriend's into sports. He plays video games. He plays 40K.
Oh well, if you put it like they're more easily satisfied, is that what you mean? Like just content to be content.
No, look. Let's say all of us here on the panel are sitting out in somebody's front yard drinking beer.
Yeah.
And we're watching these ducks. And it looks like two ducks are having a go at it. And when I say a go, I mean they're chasing each other and doing, one's responding weird to the other. We would get a kick out of that and be, hey, I'm putting $5 on this duck is going to do this to this other duck.
Yeah, I get it.
All of us were fishing and drinking beer. How long can we go without saying a single word to each other?
Exactly.
Hours. Guys, hey, Fish, Cord, Secret, Mercy, let's go out and throw the pigskin. All we need is a football, and we could be out there for hours.
Yeah.
Men are so easily entertained. Guys, this is a thing that irks me about car culture that's not around anymore. You guys remember back when you were young, and there was that one guy in the neighborhood that had like the Corvette, like the Firebird, or the Camaro, and all the guys in the neighborhood were around the hood drinking beer. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep. Like King of the Hill. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're easily entertained. Girls have to go out for brunch and go out and drink wine and do all this stupid stuff that costs money, and they hate each other anyways. They can't stand the fact that Mercy can be going through his basement. Oh snap! My Atari. I haven't seen this thing in years, and he's playing for 8 hours straight. You know what I mean? Like, we're easily entertained.
I'll do you one even better. I had a girlfriend who I was just sitting there, just watching TV. What are you thinking? What's going on in that head of yours? Nothing. What do you mean nothing's going on in there? Nothing. They're just not doing anything. There's nothing going on. They can't comprehend that.
Why don't you ever tell me anything? It's something I did. I know it was. Next thing you know, you aren't having peace. You got to actually console her. Because think about this, guys. This one girl, you guys remember that one clip I showed you about the girl that didn't understand how guys can have a pickup basketball game? She's like, wait, so you go down to the court, you don't know anyone, and you say, I got next, and then you're playing with 4 other guys against 5 other guys, and you're just, you know what to do? She's like, yeah. She's like, not understanding this. Guys, they're jealous of us. They're so, they don't understand men to the point to where we're so simple that they think we're complicated.
Yeah.
They judge us through their complicated. How many times, guys, put a 1 in the chat if you've just said something, you made a statement, and she's like, so what I'm hearing is blah, 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 blah. No, what I meant was what I said.
Yep.
I meant this one sentence, and you just extrapolated a dissertation over it. It drives me insane. So
feminized men kind of do that too. I said even feminized men kind of do that too.
Oh yeah, zesty dudes do that all the time. All the time. Yep.
Social data proves otherwise. I think there's a tremendous amount of, not only could they do something bad, they could die.
So it's a little disheartening because I was a consumer of a lot of conservative content, right? The last decade, before I was even a YouTuber. And a lot of people with the same talking points you have ended up getting divorced. So it's like even the people pushing this stuff can't keep it together. I hope.
Well, a lot of them are married. A lot of people are married. I know. I mean, yes, there's a lot of divorce. I agree. That's a really bad thing.
I debated.
We're in agreement. There's a lot of people who are married still, and it's very, very beautiful. And I think.
But she's never been to her local courthouse and family court.
Yep.
Guys, if you want to see one of the most depressing things you will ever see in your entire life, guys, please go to the courthouse. It's usually like Tuesdays or Wednesdays. It's like in the middle of the week. And guys, you see these dudes walking through the hallway like they're walking to the gas chamber, dude. It's horrible.
I just want to jump in. So FYI, so I was a witness for one of my friends, and so I'm sitting in there, in this family court setting, and I saw, and this just resonated with me. I saw these two couples. It was child support and stuff like that, custody child support. And these two couples, this man and woman, they're sitting side by side. They're smiling, cracking little jokes. The kids running around, stuff like that. And I'm just watching this, and they go into that courtroom, and then 15, 20 minutes later, he's out in handcuffs. They're cursing and screaming. I'm like, what the hell just happened here?
And secret is sitting there.
Holy Jesus!
I'm telling you,
What is that? What the fuck is that?
I mean, literally, I'm like, how do you go?
It's like
sitting there.
Guys, hold on one at a time.
How do you go from sitting in that, and because it's an adversarial process, and that's what I think. And mind you, and I wish I could have been a fly on that wall to see how do you go from holding this chick, and you got your arm around her, y'all laughing, joking, the kid playing, and I'm thinking, okay, well, we're gonna go do the child support because you're on public assistance, and so we got to do this. It is what it is. To go from that to I'm gonna kill you.
Seriously, Mercy, you're saying.
Yeah, it's like North and South Korea. Do they want happiness? They know that's impossible. Do they want peace? They know that's even impossible. Yep. So they just agree not to shoot their guns. Let's just do a ceasefire agreement. They are literally legally at war. They are still at war. So when men say they want peace, all we saying because we in a battle. That's the only reason why we say we want peace. Because we in a battle. That's the only reason.
I know Fish is new to my channel. Mercy, you're pretty new, but do you guys? I don't know if you guys saw every Thursday that I used to do courtroom madness, where I would go over dudes getting cooked in court. And guys, the reason why I do courtroom madness is because these guys, there's these knuckleheads, these idiots, these dolts, these morons, right? These goofballs, they actually think that they're gonna get justice. They go to Kinko's and make their copies. They get a manila folder, right? And they think that they're going to go and get some justice. And then that judge bangs that gavel. And finally they realize.
You've been had. You've been took. You've been hoodwinked. Bamboozled. Led astray. Run on muck.
They're cooked, guys. Cooked.
Yes,
absolutely
especially in family court.
Yeah,
if it's not criminal or something, that's
Well, no, even criminal court.
Yeah, even that. But
if you're in any court, as a guy, you are cooked.
It does seem like you have
fake tradcons.
Doing well, and also marriage is a sacrament. I believe it's a covenant. It's designed for more than what I get out of it, but it's designed for what I can give.
I can tell you.
For both men
I can tell you what gave me this.
Good thing.
I can tell you what gave me this opinion.
Sure.
It's fake.
Yeah, tell me.
It's fake tradcons. And do you want to know what do you want to know what that is? Do you know what that is?
Tell me. Yeah. Tell me why you. So it sounds. If I don't want to mischaracterize your position, but it sounds like you're saying marriage is bad. It's not worth it. No man should get married. Is that your position, or am I misreading you?
My position is it's a bad deal for men.
So would you say then, would it be then, therefore men should not get married, would be your
Do you think it's in your place
the
to tell
implicit.
men, do you think it's your place as a woman to tell men what to do?
Well, I'm not going to go tell any specific man you should get married or you should not, because I don't know what he should do. I can say, generally speaking, marriage is good for a lot of people and it's a beautiful gift and we need more healthy marriages.
Do you
so you're
think
kind of
it's
making
your,
it,
do you think it's
you're
your
kind of moving
place,
the goalposts a little bit.
Do you think it's your place as a woman to tell men what to do?
I mean, if you're, let's kind of break that down. Are you saying I can't as a woman say,
this is where she's cooked. Blah, blah, blah. I told you guys these Christian conservative chicks, they're all feminists, all of them, dude. Here we go.
We should have homicide laws that stop men and women from killing people. Then yeah, in that sense, I guess I'm telling men what to do because I think we should have those laws. So
in their
I think
house,
it depends what you mean by your,
do you
I think
think
it depends
it's
what
in
you
your
mean by your
place
question.
to tell men what to do in their house? Do you think that's your place as a woman?
I mean, I would not go around and I do not go tell individual men what to do in their houses. No, unless they're like, coercing bad activities or something. And then I'm educating about the bad activity, saying it's bad. So
the word salad.
They always,
she knows she's cooked.
Yeah. And they always go to the lowest common denominator.
Exactly.
They always argue in bad faith.
Guys,
that's right there.
If you are in good faith, you say yes or no, and then qualify it with an explanation afterwards.
Exactly.
But she's trying to wiggle out of this because she knows that this goes against her. Oh my God, I'm a woman of God, and I submit to my husband, and women should be. Yeah, right.
I don't know where you're going with this line of
if they're doing coercive activities, you're going to tell them it's bad.
Well, I'm going to continue. I mean, you've probably seen my content, Pearl. I'm going to continue to educate people about and work on exposing things that I think are truly bad in our culture, abortion being the worst, and helping people see how horrific it is and reject it. And that includes to men as well as to women. So I'm not going to be like, well, I can't tell men that these behaviors are bad because I'm a woman. I think that would be a mistake. Yeah.
So what kind of behaviors are you telling men are bad?
Well, again, I think it's more like, for example, when it comes to sexual ethics, I've been pretty open with my content about.
Now, who is she as a woman to tell any man where to put his wee-wee? You see this, guys? And she's supposed to be this bastion of conservatism in the Christian church. Please. Look at that.
The harm of pornography and the harm of promiscuity. And I think that's a message not just for men, that's a message for women too. So, but
you will tell men what to do when it comes to sexual promiscuity. I saw you do it with Justin Waller. So you're going to tell men what they should do when it comes to porn and sexual promiscuity.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, do not look at porn. I'm going to say, do not be sexually promiscuous, and it's for your good.
And that's why I think you're a feminist. Because
guys, check and mate. Right there, guys. Right there. These are the women in the church right here. This is why I brought this clip up, gentlemen, right? These are the chicks that are trying to espouse Christian values. It's not her place as a woman to tell. She can tell women stuff, right? But she's not supposed to be out here trying to tell men anything. That's for the men of the church to tell other men. You know what I'm saying? That's for the men of the church to actually go out and preach and bring other men to the gospel. You know what I'm saying? But it's not for her. Absolutely insane. And she knew she got cooked. That's why when they did this again, right? Pearl lured her into this trap again and she fell for it.
Because I think that any woman that nags men and tells men what to do is a feminist. And so I would say that I'm against fake trad.
You're always entitled to your opinions, including on your channel, Pearl.
Yeah, totally. So when I say a fake trad con, this is what I say. They use Jesus and religion to make money. They use their kids and their husband. And some of these apply to you, I would say, but some don't. So don't take all of them as. They use their kids and their husband as a way to get clout. So you'll often see the women posting their kids on Twitter. There's pedophiles on Twitter. I don't know why the hell they're doing that. So they'll try to sell me marriage, right? But you're putting your kid on an app for clout that has weird people on it. And you want
to there you go. So where were we, guys? This is where we're really gonna go off the rails, okay? Guys, check this out.
If you believe in God and someone says to you that being gay is a sin, and it makes you feel like icky and uncomfy and like you just like stop wanting to go to church because of that, let's talk about that. First of all, everybody sins, okay? Everyone's a sinner. That's literally why Jesus died on the cross. Second of all, I don't believe that like if you are like sinning actively and you feel convicted by God, like if you feel like you're sinning and you believe that you are, then you shouldn't keep doing it, right? So when I first started going to church again, I'm married to a woman, and I started feeling like icky, like, oh God, like, does God want me to like divorce my wife and ruin my family and ruin my kids' lives? Like, is that what Jesus wants for me? And I was really like sitting on it and praying on it. And I really wasn't sure, like maybe being gay is a sin, right?
Maybe being gay is a sin. Maybe. Come on.
You stupid woman. My wife asked to start going to church with us. Shocked. She has been really far away from God for a really long time. We started going, and like a couple services in, it was Easter, and they had this really cool thing in my church is so awesome. And it was like this really like this tomb you could walk through if you wanted to just like reconnect with God or give your life to Jesus or whatever. And she turns to me, and she's very introverted, and she just said, you know, like, will you go with me? And I was like, you want to go across? And she was like, yeah.
Guys, any of you guys want to go to this chick's church? You know this, guys. This is what's going on. This is feminism, right? Feminism is that slippery slope that let this into the church. Guys, I can't. She's annoying, right? There you go.
As a Christian of 2 years, I wanted to talk about my journey with bisexuality. I always knew I was
Man, she's getting off to a roaring start, right? Oh, sorry, a whoring start.
You tell her she's a goddamn whore. Sexual. Every single feeling I ever felt for a boy, I always felt those exact feelings for girls as well. In elementary school, I always had crushes on boys and girls. Growing up, I always had crushes on boys and girls. Celebrity crushes were always men and women. I didn't really have a word to put these feelings to until I was about 12 years old and I started getting on the internet and discovering the LGBTQ community. Once I figured out that bisexuality was a thing, I immediately identified with it because it was exactly how I felt.
Of course
So
you
from
did.
about 12 on, I identified as bisexual at school and stuff, but never told my parents about it or anything like that. I even had like a secret girlfriend when I was a teenager, like it was a whole thing. When I was 18 years old, I got into an abusive relationship with a Christian man, and me being bisexual was a huge point of contention in our relationship. There was a plethora of other things going on, but I was constantly told that I was going to hell for being bisexual, and I was just a sinner. I didn't believe in Jesus at the time. I just kind of pretended to appease other things in that relationship, but I was just like, this is absolute BS. Like, this is stupid. But after a time, I got worn down and I was just like, I want one less thing to argue about, so I'm just going to stop saying I'm bisexual. So anytime someone asked, I was just like, been there, done that, not my thing. Just kept it short and sweet and didn't go there. And even though I was actively telling people, oh, it was a phase, I was just confused, I was still lusting after women. And even though I was in a relationship with a man, I was actively lusting after women more than I was men even. I broke up with that dude when I was 20, and then I started re-identifying as bisexual because I didn't have constant condemnation
Look
anymore.
at that.
So when I met my current boyfriend, he knew that I was bisexual, and he was pretty indifferent to it. He honestly didn't care. He didn't really understand it, but he just didn't care. Fast forward 2 years into our relationship, and me and him both get saved. And even though I was a new baby Christian, Jesus just instantly lit a fire in my heart, and I was just burning so passionately for Jesus.
It's called the clap.
Bisexual wasn't even necessarily relevant to my life because I was in.
Guys, do you see this? Do you see this, guys? This is a 2025 church girl, quote unquote. Demons, man. Demons. Fun.
So if you think being gay is a sin because Leviticus says so, you better take a closer look at the fine print, my friend.
Here we
because
go.
if you honestly expect the gay people to follow this rule, then you're going to have to change a lot of things too, because I can guarantee you're a frequent offender as well. Let's just start with the fact that this is a book of Old Testament Jewish law made for the Jewish people of ancient Israel, not a Christian rule book for today. But let's dive into the nitty-gritty.
So let's just shut the whole Old Testament, guys. That's the biggest bait and switch that there is. And this is why women shouldn't be in church authority. If she honestly believes this guy's like just don't call yourself a Christian. You know what I'm saying? Like, just call yourself flibbity floobity doop. You know what I'm saying? Or like make a offshoot like Mormonism. But don't call yourself a Christian and then say, well, we're going to just make sure that being LDHD TV is fine and having single moms and having bastard kids. Jesus is all down for that. Please.
Shall we? You better not be eating bacon, pork, or ham because pigs are totally unclean.
And I know Christians who don't eat bacon, pork, or ham.
Yeah, some of them don't.
No shrimp, lobster, or crab for you either.
I know Christians who don't eat shrimp or lobster, crab either.
Shellfish are abominations. Eating fat from meat, that's off. Don't even think about shaving your beard or sideburns. Tattoo?
I know a guy who does that too.
That's forbidden too. And what about your outfit? Are you wearing clothes made of mixed fabric? That's against the rules, folks. Are you charging interest on loans? You got to stop that. No working on the Sabbath. And I mean none. No folding laundry, checking
I know
email,
guys who do that too.
or going to your cute little kid's soccer game. You better be celebrating Passover, first fruits, and tabernacles every year without fail. This is my favorite. If you touch a woman during her period or even sit where she sat, you're unclean. Talking to psychics or mediums, don't even go there. Cursing your parents, yeah, you could be put to death for that. Planting 2 kinds of seeds in one field, not allowed. That cute little garden in your backyard, that's gotta go. So if you're ignoring all these laws but clutching one verse to judge queer folks, that's not holiness, that's hypocrisy. What's that thing Jesus did say, though? Oh yeah, why do you see the speck in your brother's eye but ignore the plank in your own? You can't cherry pick verses that don't apply to you just to condemn others. That is not biblical. That's bias. And don't worry, everybody, before you flood my comments, next time we're diving into all the other so-called homosexuality verses people love to throw around. So
there you go, guys. See?
So I'm thinking about the last video, and I'm just wondering, can you imagine a man saying, yeah, well, yeah, I just sucked the D once, but I was confused.
No, yeah, people are actually trying to push for that though. That you can just I don't know, man.
Yeah,
it's really, 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 really sad.
In the words of this wise man once said, "Clown world."
Yeah, clown world. Guys, anything else on the topic here, and we'll switch gears.
Oh man, this was
anything else on the topic, guys? Okay, guys, let's. That LDHC stuff is depressing. So, guys, let's switch gears here.
That's the sound of the police.
Let's watch a chick get dragged out of a car, shall we? I think that'll brighten our spirits a little bit. So, guys, make sure to hit the like button, guys. We hit 100 likes, guys. We're almost at 100 likes, guys. So, guys, hit that button, guys. 4:30 tomorrow, guys. We are gonna rank the top places that these 304s go to 304. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
We're gonna do a tier list.
I'm checking my calendar now.
Oh yeah,
I might have to move it. I might have to cancel an appointment.
Dude, man. Okay, so guys, we're obviously these are the places where, first of all, if your girl goes on girls trips, guys, she's a 304. Mm-hmm. She shouldn't be your girl, right? Second of all, if she goes to these places that we're talking about, guys, you're cooked. You are cooked, man. So, guys, we will have a whole bunch of these, all right? And we'll do maybe like 20 different cities, and we'll rank them S tier, A, B, C, and D tier for where girls are the biggest, where girls go to be the biggest 304s. So,
for the CIA to inform you to not listen to certain police officers after a car accident?
So this is their IDs back here. Okay. She rear-ended them at the roundabout. She's very 96. She's refusing to move her car out of the roadway because the CIA told her that she's not allowed to.
The lie detector determined that was a lie.
And she wishes to speak to.
Yeah, you know, we've dealt with her before.
Yeah, we've dealt with her a lot.
Look at this cop here. We've dealt with her before, man.
Stays off
I don't know where she stays.
I didn't know she had
have a mohawk or a faux hawk. Like, what's this guy's?
Can you come with me? Yeah. She's refusing to move. Okay.
Oh, guys, this is Sarge's camera. This is the Sergeant. He's like, oh, God, damn shit.
I did not.
Hey.
What's your name? What's your name? How you doing, man?
Of course, guys. Of course, we knew it was a B-dub.
Well,
right?
well.
Hey, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Aisha. Look,
Aisha? Okay.
May I have your name?
Yes, it's Officer Hart.
May I have your name again?
I'm Officer Gonzalez. Okay. Aisha, can you do me a favor and at least pull your car over there?
All he's asking her to do is move her car. Look at that.
What is your rank?
I'm a police officer. I'm actually a senior officer to him, okay? So I'm the one that's actually handling this accident.
So the CIA told me to sit here until the top of these officers.
That will be me. Okay, well, here Aisha. The CIA is not here.
Aisha is not in the car.
The CIA is not here.
There's no Aisha in the car. Well, if it wasn't in park, wouldn't I be moving?
You can have your foot on the brake.
Dumbass.
Here's the deal. Right now, I am the actual officer on scene. I am asking you to move your car over there. If you cannot do that, you're going to get... The CIA is not here on scene. All right.
Guys, this is a DUI video that we're gonna check out. The lady gets 3 DUIs in 1 week, dude.
Look at that. So are you refusing to move your car? Because you're actually impeding the flow of traffic behind you.
Other cars that need
Okay, well, this is an accident.
There's no accident.
Ocean 88, 127.
Why? Why do they have to make things so difficult, guys? Why? It makes no sense. Just get out of the road.
Well, she already answered the question. She said Aisha's not there, so the lights are on, but no one's home.
It's true. It's true, right? It's absolutely true. Guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, guys. The super chat buttons, the croutons fund. Appreciate that.
I guess when you're free, can you start this way? So are you just going to stay here the whole time? I'm asking you again. Are you going to stay right here? I'm talking to you, man. Are you going to stay right here?
Let's go ahead. Do you think she's on like Prozac or Zoloft or like what? Guys, what is she on? You know, something.
Okay. Can you please get out of the car, please? All right. Here. Tell Gavin to hang the phone up and get over here because we're about to.
Dude, she's losing it, dude. Yeah, dude. I think she's on something.
Hey, so if you can, go over to the side and open the door and go for a seatbelt so I can start getting around. Move, all right? Plus, you've been involved in an accident. We got EMS right here. All right? Yes.
Not an accident. I already refused the service.
Okay.
And they said I didn't have to sign anything.
Fair enough, but you just can't sit here all day.
Yep. We have to move out of the way of traffic.
For your safety and ours.
So I'm going to ask you one more time. Can you please exit the vehicle before I have to move you out of the vehicle? I'm asking you. Fair enough. All right.
Why? Why?
Oh, what are we doing with that? Oh, she's 1096.
So what do you want us to transport? You cannot transport me. I already refused service, and you said okay.
Did you ask her?
She's ain't off for. She's ain't off for.
Guys, put a 1 if you agree that if this was a guy. They would have friggin' stomped them out by now, you know? They still haven't dragged.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
Okay.
Sir, just like I told Officer, I think he's driving the senior officer on duty.
That is me. And you're refusing to answer.
Ortiz. Your name, that's just
Artez. You see the A here? That's my first name.
I'm sorry.
So, can we get out just so they can move the car?
Alicia, I do remember your name.
It's Alyssa.
Alicia is what you told me.
Okay.
I remember very
So
clearly.
can we?
I refused, and you already told me it was okay.
Look at this, guys.
Now we're just worried about you moving your car, just for your safety, so you don't get hit again.
So you're not moving your car?
I already told you.
I'm asking you right now. I need an affirmative answer from you. I asked.
Told me.
Okay.
The CIA told me.
Okay. Please step out of the car for me. I will drag you out if I have to, but I'm asking you nicely to please get out of the car. The CIA is not here, and you're telling me the CIA told you to stay right here.
Look at this, guys.
Okay.
Get out of the car.
You're refusing to get out of the car.
It's time! You literally have to drag her out of the car.
EMS is on scene.
What a mess.
CIA is right here. We're moving this car.
What is going on? Guys, isn't this indicative of society as a whole? All these men, all this taxpayers' money focused on these dunderheads.
Yeah.
I just released. I get their phone number for you. They refusing to stay. So
okay.
I just get my card double plate.
I apologize. I don't know your name. You're standing above me. You can sit on the ground.
Did you attach her yet?
Yeah, she's attached.
Okay. Oh, stop.
What a man.
Oh, should I let you know? Because I got the ID.
Tell me who you are, where you are, what day.
I already answered. I refuse to talk because you don't sit on the ground.
Okay. That's clear.
How about I sit on the ground? Okay.
All right.
Hi, guys.
Well, she answered appropriately. Do you want an ambulance? I can't do anything with it.
That's fine. But she wouldn't move her car, and she's telling me that CIA. So CIA.
What a mess. All right, you guys, we're at the 3-hour mark, guys. I'll shut this bad boy down, guys. We'll do 4:30 tomorrow, guys, and we will rank the places, but where chicks go to 304 the most, right? The top ranked 304 destinations. And guys, Sunday is the mega tier list of 90s and 2000s actresses in their prime, guys. Okay, we're gonna rank them S tier, A tier, B tier, C tier, D tier, right? These are all the chicks from the 90s back in their prime, not now. So Halle Berry, Selma Hayek, Denise Richards, Jennifer Love Hewitt, all these chicks, guys. So we're gonna have a spirited discussion. But all right, you guys, appreciate this. Take it easy, guys.
Take it easy, brother. Have a good one, man.